mage in here. Why is this guy so slow? Ow. Good timing. Wow, you waited right till the right moment. Ah! Okay, well, you were slow. Don't, Dex, don't, come on. No.
Blue Dextras says
No.
hello. I'm
Why are you
Aiden and I
doing
draw
this?
cute anime stuff.
Ew!
I am a
Is
professional
that how I
artist, pencil
sound?
emoji, avid gamer, video game emoji, and
Oof.
annoying theater kid. My goal is to create a fun and energetic atmosphere where people can just be themselves and have a good laugh.
That
I'm
part's
also
based.
Canadian,
That
maple
part
leaf
is also
emoji.
based. Do I really sound like that? Oh, I'm cringe. Annoying theater kid. What, am I trying to be cute? The helly? Hi, everyone. Hope we're all doing well. Hi, Minri. Hi, Shady. Hi, Tia. Dex. Don't think I didn't see you, Kira. I see you sneaking in here with the cheeky squat redeem. And it is cheeky, because that's what squats build. Your cheeks. 5-stream streak. Wow, thank you, Dex. Probably... I'm waiting so I can do them with you. Kira, I didn't get a workout spreadsheet shared with me. Just saying. Okay, well, I'll do that right now. You want to do that? Yeah, I want to do that. That sounds fun. Just throw me on there. Send it my way. Okay, I'm going to do squats right now. Waste no time. One. Oh, my whole body, my bones. I'm so nervous, but I think I'm set up for my debut stream tomorrow. Oh, yeah. Huh. What was that? 3? I already lost track. I was reading chat. I think that was 3. No, now we just go until failure, because I forgot. What are you going to do for your debut? Did I ask you this already? Was it Stardew? Oh, my leggies. My Legos. Lego my ego. Okay, I did 10. What the heck? I'm on 8. Are you really getting into it, Kira? Are you really getting down in the squat, feeling the burn? Are you feeling it in your glutes? Yes, you are. Okay, then I was just slow. That's on me. I'll admit it. That's 10 for the list, baby. Of course, immediate ads. We're only 5 minutes in. I thought we had it figured out, where early on, Alanix was like, had a pencil and paper, was tracking it all. Every 7 minutes and 30 seconds, not every, on the hour, or is it half hour? I think it's half hour. On the half hour, plus 7 minutes and 30 seconds, ad runs. And that was really easy for me, because if ads are a minute and a half, it means that at 9 minutes they're done, so I could keep track of them. And now Twitch goes, hey, what if we did them at 5 minutes and 17 seconds instead? Just to really screw with his head. And then I become Shaden, because why would you do that to me? I can't keep track of this. 30 plus 17? That's ridiculous. Okay, it's 47. It's not that hard. But you expect me to keep track of this? Silly boy. Silly boy. Hi, DeadSec. Boom. What an entrance. I'm going to be doing Windcraft. That's what's next on the schedule. Oh yeah, you picked that back up, didn't you? Didn't you stop doing it for a while? Am I right in thinking that? Am I right in thinking the Windcraft was more like Losecraft because we're not playing it? Except that we are, so it's back to Windcraft again. I got toggles set up and mixed with redeems and said reactions. Oh heck yeah. Leave it to Minri to always be very prepared. That's an every other week game. Oh, you never stopped playing it? I just thought that you did because it wasn't every week. That about checks out for my brain. I think I've got about 1 week memory span, and if something doesn't happen in the week, it's out of my brain. It's gone. If my friends are gone for a week, then they're like, hey, do you want to go for coffee? I'm like, who are you? How did you get my number? Farts cutely. Wow, welcome back, Mythica. I'd recognize that cute fart anywhere. It's delayed in a sense. Yeah, I guess. My entrances are as fabulous as my ass, which isn't very. But hey, you can make your entrances more fabulous by doing squats and hitting your protein. I think I paused when I did Minecraft story mode months ago. Yeah, that's probably what it is. My memory is from now until a week ago. Then there's a big gap where I black out for a few weeks. And then it's like the month before I remember. So in like 3 months from now, I'll remember this. But in 1 and 2 months from now, I'll be like, I never streamed. What are you talking about? Oh my, I am quite early today than my usual appearance. This is true. Is it very early in the morning for you, Mythica? Did you wake up early? I have been okay, hang on. I'm gonna get to like doing the emote, you know, while we yap. What a surprise that Aiden's trying to get work done. But I have been reading Dungeon Crawler Carl. Any fans? Any Carl heads in chat? I don't know why I felt the need to make that up. There's probably a name for people who like the book series. Anyway, I'm on like chapter 5. I'm loving it so far. Zimius, welcome! I love the little venti, and yes, we're playing the Liwa music right now. Welcome in, I hope you're doing well. But I've been reading Dungeon Crawler Carl before I go to bed. Big fan of it. And I gotta say, it's kind of annoying how right everyone is. When they're like, don't go on your phone before bed because it makes your sleep worse. I'm like, yeah, well, whatever. I'm my own man. I'm 24 damn years old, 24 and a half.
Larnix says of course you decide to stream today. Oh god, when the actual fuck are you going to learn
schedule.
that Larnix doesn't
There's
like you?
A schedule.
I can't stand you at all, Aiden. You think just because you went to university you're smarter than I am? Frig you. You're a hack.
University is really funny. I was almost gonna like call you out, Alex, because you kept correcting me being like college, not university. And I'm like, I think it's different here in Canada. The building, the institution where you go for post-secondary education is called a university. Inside the university, there are different colleges. The colleges are divvied up. Like, you can go to the College of Engineering. I went to the College of Arts and Science. That was my college. But I don't have a college degree. I have a university degree. Because I graduated from the university. Because I went to a university. There's also colleges, like, in my nearby city where you can get, like, trades degrees. And those are college degrees because you got them from a college. I did not go to a college. I went to a university. So it's a university degree, and yes, I'm being pedantic, and yes, I expect you to call me by my preferred degree name. This is like when doctors become a doctor and want you to call them doctor, only it's way less impressive because I only have an art degree. You're wrong, okay. I will resume talking about Dungeon Crawler Carl. I got a head pat redeem set up to follow my head, and I got it so that when I'm raided, I do that face and wave. That's so cute. That's awesome, Minri. I love that. I still haven't figured out how to do the head pat redeem. I miss Liwa. You can, Tia, reinstall Genshin and then just go run around. Go look at the beautiful scenery. That's like the best part of Genshin, is just like climbing up a mountain and then looking at the view. I was supposed to have classes today, but they canceled. That's awesome. That is the best feeling. There's nothing better than like having a commitment, having plans, and then it gets canceled so you no longer have the commitment, but it's not your fault. Like when you're like, yeah, sure, I'll come play Magic the Gathering tonight, and then you're like really not feeling it. Usually you force yourself to go, but every once in a while you're just like, I just can't do it. And you're like, hey guys, I'm sorry, I can't make it tonight. Then you kind of feel like a doo-doo head. But if your friend's like, hey, sorry, my cat exploded, so we can't do Magic tonight, then it's like, oh, that sucks. Oh no, I'm so sorry about your cat. And meanwhile, you're like kicking your feet, being like, I don't have to drive. I don't have to buy snacks. I don't have to pay for gas. I don't have to bring my cards. I don't have to deal with the stupid other drivers on the road. I can just sit at home and eat Netflix and watch popcorn. Of course, you'd like cancellations, you little caveman. What's so wrong about being a caveman? Our ancestors lived in caves. I think. I'm just returning to our ancestors. I like to draw pictures in blood on the wall and bonk people with a club. When my Canadian friends talk about their version of college, it's so weird. Yeah, we just do things a little bit differently here. Reckless Ben. I could send a vid in general that walked me through it. Maybe it would work for me. Genshit is too big for my devices. Real. It's like 100 GB now. It's as big as Baldur's Gate 3. It's simple once you know what to do. Okay. Can't believe the last region is actually this week. I know. It's insane. I am so not caught up with the story. But, like, it's Snezhnaya. That's the end. Like, are they actually going to bring the story to a close? I would give them such insane kudos if they, like, wrote an ending. Because, Genshin Impact, wildly popular video game. They make an absurd amount of money. I think Hoyoverse is a multi-billion-dollar company. If you put an ending to your game, it's kind of like, I mean, of course, I think they're still going to be releasing content. I don't think they're gonna kill the game. I think they're gonna like release new characters and stuff. But in terms of the main story, are they gonna actually finish it? Because it would be really sucky if they were just like, we're never gonna end it because as long as we're making money, we're gonna keep dragging it out, keep kicking the can down the road. But if they actually went, yeah, we wrote an end, and like we'll figure out what happens to the game after the end. But if there's like a real satisfied ending, where like the traveler and their sibling reunite or something, or maybe they already did that. I don't know. I'm very behind in the story. That would be awesome. I would give such huge kudos. DeadSec, thank you for the stretch and the hydrate. I'm currently brewing tea right now, but it's going to be way too hot, so I'm just going to have water. Ugh. And big stretch. I have been drawing all day. You guys see my threads? What I posted on threads? You may see it here. So there's a new Twitch banner that I made. That for Bros Brewing Tea midstream. You have no idea how often I do that. I made a new banner and for some reason it like kind of looks weird, like it doesn't fit, but that's the recommended size. And I looked at a bunch of references and they did the exact same thing. So I'm just like, okay, well, this is how you're supposed to do it, but I guess it just kind of looks a little weird. Maybe on mobile it looks better. I don't really know, but I'm just doing what the pros do. And then I made panels, the about section, exactly right. I made little chibi drawings and then I posted them on threads, and I've been working on new like talking head PNG drawings to go with my newest YouTube video that I'm working on. And I'm pretty happy with this. I put the speed paint on 2 threads. Tier color. Anyway, I really fell off Genshin when the story became like a 16-hour investment. I was so bought in when you could finish the main plot of a place in like 3 to 5 hours. Like you can sit down for 1 or 2 gaming sessions and then you're done and you move on to the next area. But now it's like 8 hours for Act 1 and there's 7 acts. And maybe you could call me a hypocrite because why would you say no to more content in a game that you love? But I get a little overwhelmed. And I kind of feel like it's going to keep going on forever before I get to see the new place. And I love going to new regions. So it was nice that I could spend a couple hours in a region. And then I could get up and go somewhere new. And meet new people and be like, oh, I get the vibe of this new place. And then stay there for a couple hours. And now it's like, oh, you're going to be here for 2 weeks. and then maybe we'll make a new place. And I was like, oh my goodness, PUBG, welcome in. I also set up a toggle to get Minri's alternate personality. Heck yeah, it's your Shaden. You're wrong, it's 200 terabytes. Genshin is, oh, it's a miracle anybody still plays. I didn't realize we had to have a supercomputer to play Genshin Impact. We still have Conria. It's not the last official region. They said like Conria and Celestia. That, okay, but, oh no! Ow. Thanks, DeadSec. But Conria and Celestia are gonna be so sick. Like, Snezhnaya is like, yeah, they've been like leading up to it for the whole time. I'm sure it's gonna be good. But if we get to go back to Conria, oh my gosh. That's like what all of the lore is based on. Like, Snezhnaya is a part of the world right now, and it's like one cog in the wheel of everything that's going on, but everything that's going on is a result of the cataclysm that happened in Conria. So if we go there, it's like that's everything. They're gonna draw finding the siblings out, way out for the monies. Maybe, probably, most likely, but that is unfortunate. I've always felt that I'm there for the lore, for the main storyline, and then instead of like actually finding your sibling, there's a guy who's like, "Can you help me get my cat out of my tree?" And you're like, "Yes, I'll take a week to do that." And I'm like, "Ether, what are you doing? Your sister, she's missing. Go find her. Why are you spending a week helping some guy get a cat out of his? This isn't even your planet. This is so inconsequential. Just be like, sorry, dude." There's a million other incredibly super powerful, kind-hearted people in this world. One of them will help you get your cat because they actually live here. Once I graduate college, I also graduate in the Tevat chapter. That's so funny. Yeah, maybe I need to go back to university. The panels are cute. Aw, thank you. I saw your threads. Oh, hi, Rypixel. Hey, fellas. Oh, and Aiden too, I guess. Hi. No, don't. Yeah. That's Stars' bit. Stars is the one who says hi to everybody and then is all passive-aggressive toward me. Oh my gosh, I'm so behind in chat. I know, Mythica. Y'all, you're always making fun of me. Oh, Aiden never gets any work done. And then I spend 3 minutes drawing something and there's 100,000 messages for me to read. I couldn't escape your notifications on Instagram. How could I not know you post on Threads? I don't even know why I get notifications from you. Skill issue. You can turn those off. You know, I only downloaded Threads just to see what you post there because, like, we don't use Threads here. Wait, really? Oh, I'm actually flattered. It does take a while, Zimius. Can I call you Zimmy? That's fun. So sleepy. Wake up, PUBG! Wake up, Samurai! We've got a city to burn! It's gonna be stuck with me in YouTube chat forever. What, Mythica farting cutely? You'll get used to it. The smell isn't that bad depending on what Mythica had for breakfast. Only issue I'm finding is I have to be in VTube Studio to use the hotkeys. I was hoping I could be in my game and hit a key to activate it. That might be a Linux thing. I also have a very tiny stream deck. So maybe I can use my tiny stream deck. My tiny deck. Bro is so out of the loop indefinitely. Oh, sick, I didn't miss any drawing. You did! Ah, stop, Stinky! I also reorganized my layout to make my avatar bigger. Nice. Little did you know the devs casually dropped that Conrians are the descendants of the Tsaritsa? What? What? She's like a... Oh, I mean, I guess I shouldn't be surprised that she's like 10,000 years old. You think Aiden would draw on a drawing stream? The Non-Cry chapter was really good though, and they had Dottore, il Dottore. Yeah, it's really funny how you get spoilers because, like, I know I'm behind in chat, okay? Stop spamming me. Do you think it's gonna go faster by spamming emotes, interrupting me from catching up on chat? Do you think that's gonna make chat go faster? I won't hear your response until 10 minutes from now, but still. They gatekeep the new equipment behind bot. Ow! Stop! Oh my gosh, you guys are spamming me. I'm getting stun locked because you're freaking spamming. They hide all of the new content. Like, oh, you like the new character? Cease. You like all the new characters? Well, you have to fight this boss to get their materials. Oh, you're not through the 36 hours of new content? Okay, well, I mean, you have to fight this boss, and I guess it's huge spoilers. I guess it's huge spoilers for the story, but like either you get spoilers or you don't get materials for your cool new
Stars
character.
underscore 0
Oh,
FTH3
great.
underscore Sky says TREQUE I 1 redeemed blow me up 300.
What? Ah! Hi, Stars. The Philippines gets nothing. He was a good villain. Zimmy is fine? Heck yeah. Okay, good, I'm catching up. It was just 1,000 redeems. This is our love language. Oh, don't worry, I know. I know. Perfect timing, Minri. That was really funny. What did you say? Oh, you text-to-speech a fake blow me up. But I couldn't see it, only hear it. So I was like, what are you doing? And then I exploded. That's why I'm liking Zenless a lot. I haven't needed to fight Remiel's boss for her cores once. Yes, exactly. My Remiel is so goated. It is. And it's goated decks because you play the game and you know how it works. You like know how the characters work and you're doing all of the like extra interactions and the training and stuff. You know that training that's like you do a follow-up assist and a dodge assist or whatever at the same time, or like almost at the same time, and it does both. I can't even find where that is. I was like, well, if I want to be good at this game, I should like learn the meta and get proficient at it. So I got to learn the skills. And then I like I started looking around. I'm like, where the hell is it? I don't even know where you go to get to the. There's so many freaking menus in that game, dog. I get so lost. I still don't even know how to like. It takes me genuinely like 10 minutes to find the button to get back to the main story. I'm like, oh yeah, you gotta open your phone, I think. Not one of the menus, you open your phone, and then you go to the other thing, and then in the menu there, you can go to the second menu, which has all the commissions, and then you go to the main commissions, and then you take that commission, and then you can get back to the main story. I get very lost. You're not gonna believe this, I found even more training. What the heck? How much training can you have in that game? It's crazy. I've been playing with my team for so long. And I still feel like I'm missing a bunch of stuff. And I think I am. I'm like, I started switching to Astra, and I'm like, maybe this is doing more damage. I can't tell, but like, maybe it is. That would be cool. It's training that also gives me lore. Like what the Golden Bamboo is. Pray tell, I have never even heard of a Golden Bamboo. What in the what? I am confusion. Honestly, though, if I'm gonna catch up on that game, I'm gonna have to like read every single ability for the characters that I want to play, and then catch up on all of the lore, and then do all of the sub quests, and then like look at all of the rewards you get from the sub quests to see what materials I'm gonna get, and then look at the descriptions of said materials so I can understand what they do. And that's like a big time commitment. I have time to log in, do my commissions. You know, I get my scratch off ticket. I open up the store. I fight some monsters for 5 minutes. And then I turn the game off. And then I do it again the next day so that I can get polychromes to pull for pretty women. And that's it. I can't remember the last time I tried to play the main story. Let me find it again. Get blown up, idiot. Okay, that's a good clip. That's a good clip. I have been meaning to get back into editing clips and posting them on the VODs channel, where I am currently streaming on YouTube. But I don't know if it's that I'm also slow with editing them, or if it's just like I demand a certain amount of quality and my expectations are too high. But it does take me forever to edit a short as well. I get lots of compliments on them, which is very like heartwarming. People are like, "Oh, I really like the way that you edit your short form. Like, you should do more." And I'm like, "Okay, if you like the way that I edit them, then I can't do more." It's a trade-off. Either you get more and they're worse quality, or not really, because I don't really have a designated time to sit down and do them. But also, I'm I'm currently working on the art fight video, but I can't even get that done because I can't finish the script until I see what team wins. And we don't know what team wins for like another week. So I did half the script, and I am now illustrating that half of the script, and I'm also trying to keep up with commissions. And I'm also trying to post more on my socials. And I'm also streaming. And so to also like spend a couple hours every day to edit, clip the streams, and then some people are posting clips every day. Genuinely, it takes me like one at the minimum, probably 3 at the maximum hours to edit a 1 minute clip. Mostly because I'm so hilarious that it's really hard to narrow down to an hour. A little bit of sarcasm there for you. But genuinely, it takes a lot of time. And I'm like, that's like 3 hours a day that I would be spending on 1 to 3 hours a day that I'd be spending on also making a clip, which is crazy. So I don't know what to, probably maybe I could start doing one a week, see how it goes from there. Once every couple days, or I just make myself bankrupt by hiring someone to edit them for me. Doodle the Crow, welcome back in. I've been meaning to ask if you think I should start playing ZZZ. Here, okay, there's a couple check boxes. Also, Minri, do you like the like tears like coming down, streaming down on the face, or do you want them to be just welled up in your eyes for the crying one? Because I can do either. There's a couple check boxes. There's a lot of hot anime ladies in it. So do you like that? Are you game for that? I think the content is very fun. I think the style is very cool. I really like it. And it's a little spicy. It's a little spicy. Like, not anything, like, you look at one post on Twitter, the website formerly known as Twitter, it's gonna be worse than anything in Zenlist, but like the costumes are a little spicy. If 10 is a ghost pepper and 1 is milk, it's probably a
Mood Extras
6.
says hi there, I'm Aiden. I'm an artist who makes animatics, story
Is this
times,
my
and video
threads?
essays. If you like art, video games, and anime, you'll fit right in here.
No,
I
that's
do not
YouTube,
use
is
AI
it?
for my videos.
Yeah, that's my YouTube.
Every illustration you see is 100% hand-drawn by me.
That one's a lot better. That one, my YouTube bio is a lot better. It's just like, it's actually very precise. Introduction, briefly talking about myself and my interests, then what you're gonna find on the channel, little AI disclaimer because everybody hates AI. Perfect. Very concise. Hire me and you won't go bankrupt, says the guy who has a million side quests. Interesting. I have very specific standards. Just gonna say. Hot anime woman, you say. I'm sold. Okay, well, if that's you, right, Pixel, 100% get Zenless Zone Zero. It's free. It's really fun. There's a learning curve. There's a lot of menus, but besides that, it is like one of my favorite games right now, and I've been playing for many years. I usually, well, I have some comfort games that I play like all the time. Like Stardew Valley, I always go back to Balatro. Zenless is one of those. It's a classic. It's a classic. That's what most people do in ZZZ. That is fair. And it's also what I do. I love grinding. They call me the Grinder. What, is that your Batman villain name? Riddle me this, Batman. How do you find a 6'2" bear who makes $200,000 a year? I don't know, Joker. I'm not the Joker. I'm Grinder. Well, like the app? How do you know what the app is? Alfred. Alfred told me about it. Are you sure? It sounds like you're lying, Batman. No, it's Alfred. I have no idea. I'm a busy boy. Maybe just welled up. Unsure how much that'll show in the emote for him. That is very fair. That is very fair. There you go. Problem solved. Golden Bamboo or Bamboo that Shopkeep Bamboo use as like piggy banks. Oh, I see. That makes sense. Aiden, DeadSec? Should add shrimp weddings to bio. It's very captivating as a viewer. Yes, but the thing is when you're a content creator, you need people to understand what your content is. And as funny as it would be, if I say shrimp wedding, they're going to expect me to be a wedding planner for shrimp. And then when they see that I make animatics, they're going to be very confused. You cutie, now I leave? Why are you leaving? Do you hate me? I too have specific standards. My flaws are my side quests. My flaws are my side quests. Mythica 2026. Can we get that on a pillow, please? In all honesty, I'm just big on animation. You're gonna love Zenlit. Oh, the attacking animations are top tier. I get busy over a million side quests. I act as the social media manager of our organization. Hey, yo, me too. It's just of a band instead. Wait, people hate AI? What am I gonna do with all these AI viewers I just bought? I was about to be like, ooh, Aiden has a GF now? Wait, based on what? What did I say that made you think I had a girlfriend? Was it the Grinder talk? Grinder is in fact a quote-unquote dating app for gay men, but I love where your mind's at. The image above the stream avatars. Oh! Oh, that would be cute. If I had a girlfriend and I drew her in the little, just as a little Easter egg, that would be adorable. No, it's me as a woman because I'm sad and old. I was at the dentist the other day, and while they were cleaning my teeth, I was thinking about Absolute Shrimp. Yes, let's go! We've successfully become a mimetic plague! No, I don't hate you. It's 1:30 a.m. That, you know what? That's absolutely fair. The titty physics, insane. It's not that insane. I feel like there are other games that are way more insane. Okay, here's what I'll say. In the promo animations for the game, in the teasers, they amp it up. They amp it up a lot. But in the actual game itself, it's not egregious. I feel like it's realistic. Clipping that? Yeah, you know what? Go ahead. Free advertising. Women version. Nice. Yeah, nice. I still don't think I've perfected her design. I need to spend more time working on that. Add another thing to the docket, right? I keep telling myself, it's fine. Once I get all these commissions finished up and I like do a video, I'll give myself a break, and as a little treat, I'll work on the maiden design. Maybe a Aiden
Stars
Sketches
underscore
VTuber
0
2.0.
FTH3 underscore Sky says I got to go by vertical bar vertical bar
Vertical Bari. Who is Barry? Who is Bari? Anyway, bye stars. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate you. I have a feeling you might be back because this has happened before. What was I talking about? I have the memory of a goldfish, which is not 3 seconds because that's a myth, but like still not that good. Maybe back. Yes! I knew it. Does the female version of you have a name? Yes, she is called Maiden because it's like Aiden, but she's a woman. I think my first pitch was that her name should just also be Aiden because it's a gender neutral name. But then chat suggested Maiden. It's a double entendre, you see, because Maiden is like I don't know what the actual definition is, but when I hear Maiden, I think of like medieval times, like a princess. But it also has Aiden in the name. But The actual word maiden is M-I. Nope, that's not right already. It's M-A-I-D-E-N, maiden. But my maiden is M-A-I-D-A-N because that's how you spell my name. So it's a name, not a title. Message from Small, I'm taking a mental health break, sorry. No need to apologize. I understand I can be very detrimental to most people's mental health. I scream. Also, vertical bar. Vertical bar. Bye, satyrs. That is very funny. The confession. It's also because we love reducing women to subservient roles. Not we as in this chat, but we as in society, like historically, have been known to do that once or twice. It can be Jaden. It could also be Jaden, but Jaden is also a gender neutral name. So my name could be Jaden, but it's not. So we went with Maiden. Jaden's got to be that's me when I'm wearing jeans. When I'm wearing any kind of denim, I become Jaden, which I guess is right now because I'm wearing jeans. I'm wearing distressed jeans. Damn, why no load? Maidenless? I can't spell. Very true. Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm based. Yeah, but it's Aiden plus J. Adange? What the heck? That's not how you pronounce my name, Adange. I'm being stupid on purpose. I hope you know that. You should make an alter ego called Faydan. That's a fairy. Oh, we've got so many to go through. Next art fight, we're going to have Faydan. We're going to have Gaydan. We're going to have Awaydan. We're going to have Let's Play Dan. Monochromatic Gray Dan. Stars, Leaves, and Wins and Farm Battle. Aden. Aden is pretty good, but I resent the fact that it has En in it. I am all for Gay Dan. You know it's G-A-Y, right? Not G-A-E. That's like an old Celtic gay person. I feel like that's how they would spell it in Gaelic. Gaelic? Yeah, they sure do. Into the Aiden verse. Gaiden, but it's just Aiden. You know, I don't hate that if you spell my name with En, you're referring to the gay version. Because then at least you're not referring to me. Because I'm straight. I don't know how much I have to... The more that I fight for my own cause, the more I'm digging myself into my own hole. And that hole is also my grave. Hello? Lamau? What am I wrong? Gay lick? Of course they do. What do you think they don't? Oh, come on, let's be real. Straight Dan? Kisses girls Dan? He, him Dan? We'll figure something out. I mean, also Aiden, my regular name, also does work. Because I am straight. Cis Dan? Damn it, he's not gay. That's what you guys are saying. Shendan, my ship. Shenho will always have a place in my heart. As my first Genshin waifu. And then Moeka came along, and I was like, oh wait, this one's not toxic. Can I take this one instead? This one doesn't have repressed emotions and tries to beat the shit out of people all of the time. I wish that they gave Shenhe an actual character arc. But they just said, the red ropes that are around her heart are gone now, and she's gonna act the exact same. And I'm like, okay. My ship, Sistan. No, that's too much of a stretch. We gotta appeal to people who see the flaming, flamboyant... People who judge a book by its cover. Let's be honest, do we look at my VTuber and think gay man? Because in my intro PowerPoint, I based this design. Yes, chat fart on him. No, didn't think gay man. Thank you, Zimius. You're a real one. I'm sure that the decisions on this matter will probably be split. But I borrowed some of my design from Max from Dark Cloud 2, the best game of all time. And then a little bit from, I hate that his name is technically Titus, but I'm going to say Titus because that sounds way better. From Final Fantasy X. It's me, Max Dark Cloud 2, and Titus from Final Fantasy X. And do people look at Titus from Final Fantasy X and go gay? Because I think his design is cool as hell. I love the overalls that turn into shorts. It goes crazy. Like, I want to look like that when I grow up. Saying this as a 24-year-old man. Yes, Aiden, I think that your avatar is gay femboy Dan. Just kidding? You're not kidding. You don't have to say that, Mythica. You can say that with a straight face. I know you're being real. I look at you and think egg. Okay, but you've been conditioned. Unreasonably. I want to say, but I also don't know how true that is. It's an echo chamber in here sometimes. Boo, kiss up. We need some. Come on, I can't have everybody bullying me all the time, otherwise I'll just get sad and then stop streaming. I appreciate you, Zimias. Cute though? Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. That was very kind. I tie a lot of my intrinsic value to my art. Which I shouldn't, but what, you think I have money for therapy? Come on. I give you permission to. Damn, I just saw my chat in Twitch that got sent super delayed. Oop, never mind. Yeah, never you mind. I'm just stupid and I went back in chat. Oh, in the YouTube stream. I see. That's very funny. Sarah, hi! How are you? Sarah something. Are you up to Sarah something? Wow, thinking that every queer person... Person? I'm starting to sound like, what is the detective from Knives Out? Benoit Blanc. Wow, thinking every queer person is pushing a trans agenda. There's been a murder. No, I don't think every queer person. I just think DedSec because DedSec has been here for a while. 5 years in estrogen jail? No. Put me in testosterone jail at least. That way I come out all jacked. Aiden! Sarah! I've been obsessed with Pokopia. I have never played it, but I've heard very good things. Yopu are literally disgusting. So true, I can't stand Yopu. Yopu is shit. Yopu is poop, dude. Yopu is so poo. POV, Yopu is poo, and Yopi is pee. Sorry, my cat wrote that. Oh, I'm making fun of a spelling mistake made by a cat. How rude of me. Tell her I love her. Why am I always punished for having correct takes? Kill Sarah something to death. You can do that yourself, Dex. All you have to do is declare a duel and put money on the line. I am a benevolent leader. I let you kill each other as long as I get a 5% commission. Y'all gonna get along now? You're frozen? Yeah. Yeah, Dex and Sarah. Even though you didn't do anything, Sarah. You're frozen. So let it go. For the first time in forever. Exclamation mark kill. No, we turned that off. Bummed? A bummed? What is that? Mr. Tim. No, Tim with an N. It's Tim. Mr. Tim with an N. Mr. Tim. You hear that, boy? That's the sound of a group of sneezes, boy. I gotta get me some of that action, boy. I did nothing to deserve this. I do like cold weather, though. Perfect sweater weather. It's true. What is the, I've never done anything wrong, father. I know this and I love you. That's me to Sarah. I've never done anything to deserve this. I know, and here's a sweater. You're gay? What about my gay? You found him? Betting all this money. We're betting all this money. She's a coward, just like her brother. What? There's still time. Sarah, accept the duel. Sarah has declined the duel. I can't believe it. Yes, he's gay speaking. That's so good. That's really funny. Ah! Picks up phone. Yellow, this is gay speaking. Ah! Ow. How do I accept? I think you type exclamation mark accept. Dex has to, ow! Dex has to do another attack though. Dex has to attack you again to bring honor to your family. For shame, you dishonor your family. Your stick's not even touching the ground, man. Hi, James. Welcome in, James. How are you? Sorry, I was making a Poke Center for my Pokemon in Pokopia. Oh gosh, they're doing the whole Mick thing with McDonald's again. Oh, I'm so Poke sorry. I was Poke making a Poke Center for my Pokemon in Pokecopia. I almost started spitting bars there. Pokecopia. Pokecopia. Yes, you have to type exclamation mark accept. Oh, good, now they're killing each other. Just the way the stars aligned. How are you, James? I hope you're doing well. Also, by Hun, I mean Mythica, not Aiden. Screw you. I know. Also, screw you. And also, that's why I didn't say Hun. Because I knew you were talking to me. Ever since Mythica started sending you good morning messages, the relationship metric has changed. There's been an alteration. And I noticed it. Don't think I didn't pick up on it. I'm going to go back to sleep. Good nighty. All right. I appreciate you popping in. PUBG, have a good rest. Enjoy your sleep. Aw, you jealous, Aiden? No. I'm not jealous. I have friends in real life who like me. Relocating, I need music. Whoa! Hi, Rypixel. There is music. Is it too quiet? I can turn it up a little. It's the very cool, chill, calm music of Genshin Impact. Or do you mean you need your music? And it hasn't stopped? Wait, are you still... Mythic, are you still sending good morning messages to James? That's actually so wholesome. What the heck? That's the sweetest thing. Aw, the little bottom is jealous. Want some attention, cutie? No! Yes, but not for the reasons that you're saying. It's because I'm a Twitch streamer and we live on attention. Damn, this is like witnessing a live miracle. Yeah, seeing Rypixel in Twitch chat? Well, I'm usually sending good morning since it's when I wake up. Oh, wow. You two are like in contact now? That's crazy. Fandom crossover, but not? Yeah, people crossover? Human crossover? It's just what you call it when people like meet and start talking.
Blue Extras says welcome to my channel, my name is Sarah. I love to play games and make art while I go to school for computer animation. I'm a fun person and I care a lot about my friends, family, and pets less than 3. Catch me in my next live stream.
Sarah's gonna beat your ass for that, Dex. I hope you know that. Sarah is a fun person. You are a whore! You are a whore! What kind of guy are you are? Who do you think you are? I am. You like that? What kind of guy are you are? To death! 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 But it is not this day. There will come a day when the strength of men will fail, but it is not this day. Sorry, you said something that was vaguely reminiscent of Lord of the Rings, and I just started spouting nonsense. That's so funny, Sarah. It's okay. Dex did this to me twice. Sometimes I forgore, and that's fine. To forgore is to be human. I can't believe you done this. I heard the TTS say I love to play games and make out. Who doesn't like making out, though? Like, if we're being real, are we gonna pretend that that's not fun? Oh, I simply hate making out. I can't stand it. I'd much rather toss the pig skin around in the backyard with the boys. Kissing a bunch is great. Making out is awesome. It's make art. Stupid text to speech is making me a perv. Yeah, Brian always does that. I keep trying to cancel him, but he keeps coming back. When I meet up with my friends IRL, but it's low-key a crossover because we're two different people, so low-key different fandoms, for real, for real. This is how Reddit views real relationships. She absolutely has the means to make me regret this, but thankfully she is powerless. So true. Couldn't have said it better myself, honestly. Okay, then prove it to me. I mean, what? Prove it to me that you like making out.
Got him!
Takes hot girl, makes out with her in front of you. There, see? I just proved it. Bet you weren't expecting that monkey's paw, huh? It's okay, Sarah. At least we suffered together. You don't have to suffer alone. I might have to, like, change my, my Twitch bio, because calling myself an annoying theater kid is apt, and, like, is probably, you know, it's very accurate. If people see that and they still click on the stream, then at least they know what they're in for. But it's a little cringy. Lies because the word hot is there. Lies because the word girl is there. What? Lying because... Ow! Lying because hot and then lying because girls? Yo, Faust, welcome in. Are you insulting my exes? You son of a gun? I'm still... Well, not... I wouldn't say like friends. We don't talk anymore. But I'm still on good terms with them. You're calling my exes ugly? Whoa, that's crazy. You're getting canceled, buddy. I think I have hot exes. Or at least I thought they were hot at one point because I dated them. Me and Aiden low-key DM all the time. I didn't know you also DM. What's your campaign about? Who are your players? What level are they? You absolute fool. You buffoon. You think I don't have alternate meanings for DM? You could be saying that you and I, at different places at different times, are dungeon masters. Lol, annoying theater kid? Am I wrong? Tell me I'm wrong. You can't, because it's true. I'm an annoying theater kid. I listen to Hades Town, and I yap about it. Hey, little songbird, give me a song. I'm a busy man, and I can't stay long. La 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 la. La 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 la. And then the plants grow out of the ground, and everybody in the audience freaks out. Where all these plants come from? Smoke weed every day. I don't know what's wrong with my brain. I don't know what's wrong with my brain. Help. It appears I have arrived later than I usually would arrive. Hello. Yes. Greetings, job application-y. Having graced us with our presence. Hi, welcome in. Should I TTS about my... my about? Too cringe to test it? Nah, go ahead, Minri. Join the cringe train. Hop on the cringe bandwagon. We have cookies? I am insulting your exes because they dropped the ball. Well, only one of them did. The first two of them were breakupies, and then the most recent one was the breakupper, and I was devastated. Oh no, don't cancel me. I don't want to be a YouTube link. Wait, have you officially joined our side, right, Pixel? They're level 4. You fool, I am well versed in the manner of mastering dungeons.
Ludextras says hi, I'm Minra. She/her, I stream gaming on Linux. Feel free to stop in and say hi.
That's just a very normal bio. There's nothing cringe about that whatsoever. Rypixel is double teaming. Rypixel is also in YouTube chat. Mom! Phineas is... What does Candace say? Phineas and Ferb are singing, making a title sequence. Okay, so my campaign is about a world that's split into material and spirit planes, and the forces trying to forcibly rejoin the two back together to catastrophic effect. That, I don't know why I gave you a nerd voice. That sounds awesome. That's a great world idea. Aiden, stop singing. My plants are withering. What the frick? I would make a good Orpheus, and you know it damn well. Is it true what they say? If there's nothing to be done, if it's true that it's too late, and the girl I love is gone. Don't mind the pitchiness. I'm just nervous right now, okay? We'll put the auto-tune on. Specifically Linux? Yeah, of course. Cringe test passed, I suppose? Congratulations, you succeeded where I failed. No, that's about how I wanted it to be read. I don't know if it's too short. I never know what to say. I feel like that's good. Very to the point. At least you didn't yap about being an annoying theater kid for some reason. Bro, the plants you grow are thorns? How dare you? That's one of my dream roles. Besides Jack Kelly, which I landed, by the way. They thought I would make a good Jack Kelly. And you know what? I would have. If COVID didn't ruin my Newsies performance, I would have freaking slayed as Jack Kelly, okay? Them streets down there, they sucked the life out of my old man. Well, they ain't doing that to me. Santa Fe. What is the first song? They say folks is dying to get here. It's really hard to sing because there's other music playing in my ears in a completely different key. Me, I'm trying to get away to a little town out west that's spanking new. Okay, come over here. Let's get you cast here. Let's get cast you here. I would be honored. As the patron saint of the Philippines, I would expect to be casted as Jack Kelly. How dare you? Uh-oh, too many uses of Theater Kid. Banish him to the cringe compilations and skullface edits. I don't understand that reference, but it sounds like hell. It sounds like purgatory. If you think that's all I've got for Theater Kid references, you are sorely mistaken. If you want more references to musical theater, meet me inside. I can talk about musical theater for forever. You see what I did there? That was 2 references. Man, and you getting rid of the annoying theater kid in your bio? No, I'm not actually going to do that. But it is cringy. We can all admit it's kind of cringe. But I am kind of cringe. Patron saint of the Philippines, indeed. It is hell. Real? Okay, send Locke. I am coming over. Who is Locke? Loke? Loka? Where have you been, Loka? IOC? I don't know what you said. Send something. I'm coming over. Okay, man. Was that also a musical theater reference that I didn't get? You have to understand, I don't know every musical. It's just that the ones that I know, I really know. You genuinely don't know? I don't. What is LOC? The Legend of Kelda. Just a little ripoff. Lots of candles. LOC means lots of candles. Okay, send lots of candles. I'm coming over. Why do you need so many candles? You expect the power to go out? We had a power flicker today, and it pissed me off. Because I save so adamantly when I'm drawing stuff. And then we had a little power surge or whatever. And it didn't save like half of my progress. It just felt like I was being spited. We love shortening stuff here. Lock is just location. Oh, really? Send lock. I am coming over. Oh, so that was just you asking me to dox myself. I see. No. I'm good. Another example is McDonald's is McDough? Come on. There's so many. You can say Macca's. You can say Mickey D's. You can say McDick's. There's so many options, and you go with McDough? MacDo? MacDo. Instead of doxing people, let's fight something. Great compromise. I actually love that. You guys want to fight a boss? Who lied to you? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, maybe that's something that they have over in the Philippines. Your Filipino accent is so ass. Well, maybe that's because I didn't even know I was doing a Filipino accent. Because I wasn't. Because I'll get in trouble. Do a Filipino accent, Aiden. No. Add it to the wheel? Absolutely not. Uno reverse card. Boxing instead of doxing is so good. It's the Drake meme. Boxing looks away. Doxing points at it. It's just the meme. We don't... Just because of the meme. The person behind the meme, we don't have to talk about that. Fighting each other it is. Oh snap, we got a battle royale going on during ads. The ad royale. I washed my thermos today that I put my tea in while I'm streaming. Because I've been trying to drink more tea and drink less alcohol. Not because I have a problem, but because alcohol just has a lot of calories in it. And I washed it, and now it tastes like dish soap. My tea tastes like dish soap. I'm very upset. Aiden must not win. Get him! Come on, Jeff! Get him! It's, I can come over here instead of ads. Delightfully devilish, Seymour. Very clever. Genius, frankly. Oh, Minri won! Damn, the one who started it won? This is rigged. That's not how battles work. You can't start a battle and then win it. Immediately on the slots. You love to see it. Our little dungeon of degenerate gamblers. 800! Oh my gosh. They're gonna be freaking loaded. Anyway, as I was talking about like an hour ago. Poo, I just realized I have 2 little ants. Me when my ant farm gets broken and the ants get out. I feel like a cheating bum. Am I getting canceled? No, not at all. You just gamed the system. What can I say? As long as you left the Twitch tab open, then everything is fine. Minri live? More like Minri cheats. Oh, good one. I get it, because instead of the part of the name that says live, you switched it for cheats. Get wrecked. Anyway. You jinxed me! Oh, is that why you lost the slots? You slossed? You slossed and you lost? You slooze, you lose. And you slotsed and you lost. I have been reading Dungeon Crawler Carl. I'm big into it. And everybody says those classic life advice pieces. Don't go on your phone before bed because it spikes your cortisol and makes you have a worse sleep. And it makes you stay up too late. And they're like, you should read a book before you go to bed because it's good for your brain, like it's stimulating. It gives you a better sleep, it keeps your brain healthier. There's all these benefits to like reading a book before you go to bed. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do it. And so I have Dungeon Crawler Carl by my bedside. I found an old lamp that I brought up to my room. And before I go to bed, I like read a chapter or two of Dungeon Crawler Carl before I go to bed. And I love it. It's actually awesome. As much as I hate to say that they were right, they were really freaking right. My sleeps have been so much better since I've stopped going on my phone before bed and since I started reading this book. And like, I'm sure it hasn't happened yet, but I feel like I'm getting smarter. I feel good when I read my book before bed. It's like I'm like proud of myself for doing it, and it's like not that hard. So, positive lifestyle changes, y'all. You're reading it? I am. I bought the book. I'm on chapter 5. Sarah, you're a fan? Yeah, I love it. It's so good. I have many predictions about the book, honestly. Sarah's on like book 4. Okay, I'm a little behind, but I am reading it. And I love it. Astro Yav's VA streaming Zenless. They are? Wait, really? I need to find that. I'm going to find that after stream because I have never made a Zenless animatic. And if I could do one with Astro, so like my animatics on YouTube, a lot of like my channel is like weirdly split up into like 2 categories. The first being videos that I want to make, which is like my Magic the Gathering video, and that one did pretty well comparatively, so I was actually pretty stoked about that. So there's like videos that are about me, which is also what this art fight video is going to be like. And then there's the videos that actually get new people watching, which is the animatics. And my favorite thing to do is to find voice actors playing the games that they're in and then animate them as the characters. So like Sayu Vods, the voice of Sino in Genshin Impact, plays the game a lot with buddies. And so when he plays them, I animate him as Sino in the game. And it's very cute and it's very fun and people seem to like it and I always enjoy animating it. And I've been wanting to do one for Zenless for a while. But I couldn't find any... I mean, I know that Sayu does do Zenless streams. But I was looking for more people who were in it than just one. And I was actually really hoping that they did some collab stuff. Because that's the best. If it's one streamer, it's fine. But if it's like a whole group of people and they get together to play Among Us or whatever, and you can animate all of them as their in-universe characters, then that goes crazy. So if I could find one of like all of the Zenless voice actors getting together, that would be awesome. I would love that. But you know what? I'll take an Astra Yao playing the game. So I'm immediately gonna go steal that, watch the entire VOD, write down the funniest moments, and then I might animate them. I'm on book 3, first book I read in 4 years. I mean, they are very well. I say they. I'm on chapter 5 of the first book. It's really good so far. Is it Malo Jong is her user? She's streaming right now. They do collab, especially when doing polls. They do? Wait, Mythica, send those to me. I need to find them. I couldn't find them anywhere. That's like my thing. It's like my main thing. Oh yeah, Popman. Hello, hi, welcome in. It's time to honk me. Nighty night stream. Okay, thanks for hanging out, right, Pixel? I appreciate you. Welcome to the Twitchling side. Hope you have a good rest. Hope you have a good night. Have a very restful sleep. Night. What are y'all talking about? Right now we're talking about some of the, apparently, I'm so mad because I'm always looking. I dig shit up, fine, let me find some. I mean, you don't have to if you don't want to, but I desperately need to find those because, I love making animatics where VAs play stuff together because they're all so silly. Nothing gives me worse FOMO. It's funny because at the same time, like, simultaneously, I get to live vicariously through the voice actors, but also nothing gives me more FOMO than seeing voice actors, like, goofing around in a call playing games together and me not being there. Because those are also theater kids. And they're being loud and silly and goofy, and they're like a part of something. There's like a real community there, and I'm like, damn, dude. I want to be a part of that call so bad, and I realize that's incredibly parasocial, and yet I don't care. I'm gonna head out too. Bye. No, Dex. I mean, okay, that's fine. I'm just gonna be here crying. Have a good night, Dex. I appreciate you popping in. She posted a recent one with Remiel's VA. Like, how are you finding out about this? I was looking so much and I was like... I would, like, look up all of the voice actors in Zenless, and I would find one, and I would, like, go to their Twitter, and they would have no other socials linked. So I'm like, well, I'm just screwed. I guess I need to start with Astra and Remy. It was... Oh my gosh, this is gonna be a gold mine. I'm so dead ass right now. Bye, Dex. Nah, you just don't dig enough. I'm gonna send it to you. Thank you, Mythica. I appreciate you. It also, oh, it's Grace's VA as well. What? That's crazy. Those are like my favorites. I need to animate that. I mean, it's hard. It's better if it's like in world. Like if they're just pulling for characters and chatting, it's kind of not as fun. But if they're playing a game, then you get to animate them as their characters. I mean, I'm sure I could find a way to do it still, but oh, this is life-changing. Genuinely life-changing. This is going to change the fate of my career. And by that I mean, that's like my next big video idea. Besides the art fight one and then finishing the peak one. I'm so far from finishing that video. It's fine. Everything is fine. I love Astria's VA, not gonna lie. This is giving me such bad FOMO because I'm not caught up on this story. I know that the next... I watched her play an Astria's story. Wait, really? Oh my goodness. I need to go find them. I think the next story in Zenless for where I'm at is the one with Astra and Evelyn. Dude, I need to play it so bad so that I can understand and then go watch every single stream and be a massive fanboy. because Dex popped in here and Dex was like, I think Astra would be your type. And I was like, really? And he's like, yeah, she's kind of a dere dere. And I'm like, okay. I vibe with that. But I mean, let's be honest. I don't know a lot about her character, but I know that in universe she's like a celebrity, right? So who am I, a boy, a mere boy, to think that I could get together with a celebrity? I mean, it's just unrealistic. Her VA is definitely so different from Astra. Her VA is so chaotic. Yeah, that's perfect though. That's every all of my favorite voice actors, the funniest ones at least, are like gremlins, goblins in their real life. They can pull it together and be professional for voice acting. But then when they're playing games and stuff, they just go goblin mode, and it's the funniest thing ever. I love watching them. I have some. There is a. That's Astro Yao's VA. Yo, I gotta go check them out. Yo, Phoenix, welcome in. Good to see ya. Um, there is a, you know this well, Mythica. There is a psychological phenomenon known as resistance. And I don't know if that's what this is, but it might be. And if it is, I have it so bad. But like, I love anime, which it shouldn't be a surprise. I love art and pretty art. And so when I see a show with pretty art in it, I go crazy. It's like one of my favorite things ever. Welcome back, Ruby. A good pretty anime is one of my favorite things. And it gets me so hyped. Um but I almost never watch anime, and things like Emi Richu videos on YouTube. I love them so much that I don't watch them. And I love watching streams of voice actors getting together and like playing games, and so I don't watch them. What is that? Mythica, diagnose me, please. Right now. Have you watched Bubble or Your Name? I've not watched Bubble. I have watched Your Name, peak movie, one of the greatest movies ever made. I've watched it like 3 times. And that's a lot coming from me because I'm not a movie rewatcher, really. It's so good. Truly incredible. Yes, I love that. C'est incroyable. You making me think on this one, huh? Okay, you're part of the cool group. Let's go. I think it's resistance, because resistance is like, if I am correctly summarizing this, it's the idea that, like, usually the emote's looking super cute. Oh, thank you, Zimmy. I appreciate you. That's very kind. I think resistance is usually task oriented. There's something that you have to do, but it gets built up and built up and built up in your mind, and so the more important it is, the more you don't want to do it, the more that your brain's like, I shouldn't do this. And so I'm attributing that to the stuff that I like. So like, I really love watching Emirichu videos. They get me really excited. You know what? It might be perfectionism, because I'm always doing the thing where I'm like, I'm not in the right space for that. I can't do that right now because I'm not in the space to be doing it perfectly right now. Um, and so you put it off because you're like, well, I can't do it perfectly now, so I'm gonna wait till I can do it perfectly later. And I feel like maybe that's why I'm like, no, this is gold. I have to save it for later. And I'm always saving everything for later instead of just diving in and watching it right now. Which is it's stupid. It's so stupid. What about Violet Evergarden? I have not seen that yet. Really? I thought psychological resistance is basically resisting change. I know for sure that there's an element to it that's like you the more important something is, the harder it is to do it. Perfectionism is closer, but you're making it sound like you're a hoarder. Not a hoarder, but just like, I don't know. Like, this is gonna be such a good video. I have to protect it and save it because it's precious. And then I never watch it. You know? What is that? But then what I'll do is, if there's a time where I decide that I'm gonna watch it, like with the Emi Richu example, there's like these videos that I absolutely love because I adore her art style and her friends are all very funny and the videos are always good. But when I do sit down with a bucket of popcorn or something and start watching those videos, I binge them all. I'll watch all of them. It's very on or off. It's either I'm watching them now and I will watch every single one, or it's I'm not watching them now and I'll save them for later. Basically procrastinating. Yeah, but why am I procrastinating something that I want to do? You know? I'd much rather like watch a Smosh YouTube video, which is like pretty funny, but not so incredibly amazing that it makes it on that gold platter of saving it for later. You can procrastinate on something you like. Is that what I'm doing? Am I procrastinating? That's weird though because I don't procrastinate things that I need to do. If there's something that I have to do, I do it immediately. Like if there's a chore or something, I guess, well, I don't know. There are bigger tasks that I procrastinate, but I think a lot of that is like, oh, like for this dual citizenship thing, I need to go get an American passport. And it's like I could be like reading emails and booking appointments and stuff right away to like get it done immediately, but also it's not a time pressing thing. But whenever my mom's like, "Oh, hey, remember to move your laundry along," or someone's like, "Oh, I'm gonna stay there for the night. Can you like wash the sheets and make it right, or like make supper or something?" I do it immediately. And that was always my approach in school as well. When there was like an essay due, and they're like, "You have 2 weeks." I'm like, "I'm gonna do it right now. I'm gonna grind it out, and then it's done, and I don't have to think about it anymore." I just hate having stuff on my plate. I just don't like having stuff that I have to do. Because I can never focus on doing something if I know that there's something else that also needs to be done that's more pressing. You know what I mean? If my mom was like, "Don't forget to unload the dishwasher," and I'm like playing video games, I cannot enjoy playing games until the dishwasher is empty. Because the entire time, I'm like, you should be unloading the dishwasher. You should be doing that right now. You're going to forget about it. You're going to get distracted and you're going to forget. And then the dishwasher's not going to get emptied. Bad. Well, that's odd. I just read an article. Oh? Real with the essay, do that all the time. So then I can just do whatever I want for that week in the class. Or like if I have class time to work on it, I'll save it for class time. Because that's fine. But, um, I just always like getting stuff done immediately as soon as I can. I guess I wonder if the passport example is because of resistance. Like it feels like a bigger, more important task, so I want to put it off. Or if it's simply because it's gonna be a lot of work and it doesn't need to be done right now. Like it's the same with drywall. Like we could be, well, I was gonna say we could be drywalling the walls of our basement right now, but we've sort of put it on hold. But I think that's more because I'm trying to work really hard at content creation stuff. And once we pick up drywalling again, it's like all the content creation stuff goes on the back burner, which is very unfortunate because that's trying to make it my main job. Now I just do it at home in one go. But then, so what I think about that is that if they're giving you class time to use it, I'd much rather use class time to do class things, and then when I'm at home, play like video games. I don't want to use up. Disgusting. I don't want to use up video game time by writing my essay and then be like sitting around in class with nothing to do. You know? I'd much rather work on class stuff in class. It says that procrastinating stuff you like might be related to perfectionism, burnout, being a critic, or being afraid that it will end. I guess pick your poison. Probably perfectionism. Honeybee, hi. You. Yeah? Hello? I feel threatened. Hi, honey. Farts cutely. Hello. Hello. How are you? We're just talking about how broken my brain is and how I choose to spend my leisure time doing things that I like, but not things that I love, because things that I love I want to save for later. And so then I never do them, and I don't know why. And apparently it's procrastination. You should feel threatened. The bee is here, but bees are nice. I went out on the porch to water the plants today, and there was this cute little chunky little bumblebee who was like hanging out with me. It was like buzzing around, and I was like, hell yeah, dude. Make that pollen. Like, he's grinding. I respect it. And we were like having a good time together. And then he flew away, and I was like, bye, dude, come back later. Like, these flowers are gonna keep bussing. Just for you, my friend. Oh, is he on the list? What list? I'm not gonna say that sounds like autism, but it sounds adjacent. I don't know. Could be. I guess I wouldn't be surprised at this point, but I was saying, because Mythica was talking about the Zenless VAs like playing Zenless, and I was like, I should watch that and animate that. It's one of my favorite things, but it also gives me massive FOMO because all of these voice actors are also theater kids, so they're like me, and they're also goofing around and playing games, and I'm like, it kind of kills me inside because I want to be there so bad. Um, and also, I love watching those streams because I kind of get to live through them vicariously. But because I love it so much, I never watch them. Who don't love fat bumbles? They are so cute. They are so cute. I love them. They're just hanging out. That's my favorite thing I've started to realize when animals are kind of just chilling. They're just being guys. Like, it's so funny to me when a cat just like sits down in the middle of the room and looks at you. I'm like, what's going on in your noodle? Like you're just like hanging out. You're just being a guy. And I can't describe it any better than that. But also, you know what you did? What did I do? I don't know what I did. Was this because I joined your stream and like started yapping? So he is on the list. What list? This is making me uncomfortable. There's a lot of lists these days you don't want to be on, and I'm not on them. I did not go to the island for the food, for the research. I didn't go there at all. In fact, the American government is currently hunting me down. Just because I'm too cool for school. And you illegally have to go to school, so they're trying to lock me up. The silence is uncomfortable. They say I'm on a list and then they refuse to elaborate. I don't like it. Thanks, Minri. I feel much better now, actually. I'm no longer threatened. Fart noises are too funny. You can't be threatened when farts are happening. That's a quote. You can't be threatened while farts are happening. Tell me I'm wrong, though. Tell me I'm wrong. Imagine you're in an interrogation room. Ah! Imagine you're in the interrogation room. All right. We know what you did. We've got enough forensic evidence on you, mate, to clone you and throw you both in a slammer. Just admit. And he's like, I'll never admit it to you, you dirty pig. Spits in his face, and then just breaks the tension perfectly. And he's like, all right, mate, you're free to go. And he's like, yeah, I did really kill that guy. And he's like, wait, what? I was taking out one of the bees. Taken out like for a walk, or taken out like chick chick kaboom? You know what you did, stuff doer? Stuff doer? Because I'm a doe? Does that mean you've adopted me? Might as well fess up to what I did. What did I do? What's something I could potentially be guilty of? Being too handsome? Being too cool and funny? Did my Twitch title not update, by the way? Does it still say more emote commissions? I updated it. It's because I didn't click done! I didn't click done! How embarrassing. I've now clicked done. Being too handsome, I press false charges. Okay, well, I'll see you in court. Because I got a good lawyer and he says I'm handsome. He was like, dang, I wish I didn't have a husband, otherwise I would date you. And I was like, that's not very nice to your husband. And he was like, no, it's okay, my husband's a huge piece of shit. And I was like, oh, I'm sorry to hear that. And he's like, yeah, my home life has been kind of rough lately. And I'm like, can we get back to the case? And he's like, oh yeah, you're too handsome. They're gonna throw you to jail for 20 years to life without chance of parole. And I'm like, well, that sucks. And they're like, yeah, but it's okay. You're going to handsome jail. I'm like, oh, hell yeah. Everybody there's handsome. That means they have to be good guys, right? I have all the evidence. I've been in your walls. I have that shrimp photos. So what you're saying is you're hiding in my room and also that I'm ugly. Mods, ban Mythica. Bye, Mythica, you're banned forever. That was a joke. Quote unquote good lawyer. You would say that, Mr. Sketches, if that is your real name. It's not. Your Honor, that's not my real name. Sketches is not my last name. I bet you guys didn't think about that, huh? That I have a last name? Vanishes from the face of the earth. Aha! Liar! Objection! Wait, hang on. Should I get the Ace Attorney music going? I gotta, let's find the, where is it? Is it this one? Nope. This one? Nope. Yeah, there we go.
Objection!
Oh, wait, that was perfect timing, Mythica. Objection! That's not even my real name. Where were you on the night of tonight? Your Honor, I was at the club where we're all fam. He's a robot. First name AI, last name Dan. He just uses his first name always. His full name always. Yeah, that's right. I'm a cyborg, and Aiden is my first, middle, and last names. Do you guys actually remember what my last name is? Your Honor, How is chat supposed to prosecute me if they don't even know what my name is? Heh, you fool. You didn't think about the most basic element of court. It's funny that your ads keep showing me AI art programs. They do? Kill them! What the heck?
Objection!
That's illegal. You know what? Aha! Hypocrisy! Hypocrisy! When a hippopotamus is having a midlife conundrum. Hippocrisis. I filled out a survey today. So you mean that your entire persona, it's a lie? Heh. Sounds like you're committing perjury. And then there's the sound effect, and I go, ah! No, Your Honor, but Aiden is my real name. It's just that they don't know what my middle or last name is. Wait a minute, objection! I've told chat what my middle name is before. If anything, they should know they have to know what it is. If they want to prosecute me, they have to at least remember my middle name. Sadly, I can't choose my ads. Food ads would work better on me. Yeah, real. Food ads are the only ads that work on me. Because I get hungry and then I go get food. But probably from somewhere else. Because the ad is probably not the nearest one. Survey, when was this knowledge shared? Oh, when did I say my middle name? I don't know. It was probably a while ago. Yes, I did do a survey. What else are you lying about, Mr. Sketches? Perhaps about your socks? I haven't said anything about my socks. Truthful or untruthful? What do you mean? Your Honor, if you need me to be under oath, I have to be on the witness stand. Get me up on the witness stand, then ask me questions about my socks, and we'll see who's really committing perjury. Because it's not gonna be me. Anyway, I'm going back to this music. That was fun. Your dress, even? Your OnlyFans? Get me on the stand and ask me then, huh? Or is it because you don't want to know the truth? Or is it because you can't handle the truth? Anyway, the survey on a completely different topic. I saw it on the instant of grams, on the instant grandmothers. And another Canadian was like, there's a voluntary form that you can fill out about AI usage in Canada. And I was like, oh, you bet your bottom I'm going to fill out that survey. And I was kind of hoping it would be like a multiple choice survey. It was not. It wasn't just like little buttons you could click on. It was 5 pages of like boxes where you had to type your answers. But you know what? I took an hour and I did it. Because I'm a stand-up citizen who really hates artificial intelligence. It was really funny because they weren't asking very pointed questions. It was stuff like, what can the government do to increase transparency about AI usage? And I just went off. I went on a tangent. They might not even read mine. I tried to make it like on topic enough that they'd have to read it, but also include some angry ranting about AI in there so that I could get my point across. But they were like, how should we increase AI transparency to make sure that they're disclaiming their usage? And I was like, generative AI scrubs the internet and it steals artwork and then it spits it out without credit, without compensation. This should be illegal. I was just like going off on them, just like completely ranting. I would say I feel bad, but also it's the government, so they are the ones who need to hear this to get it through their thick skulls. Imagine his name actually is Dan and he's just really into AI and this is just a cover. That would truly, I would have to be the greatest actor in the world because how heated I get when ranting about AI, I feel like would be very hard to fake. Don't say it all makes sense now. Come on, don't say that. You literally watch me as I draw pictures with my human hands. You can call me a femboy. You can say that I'm wearing femboy socks and dresses, whatever. But as soon as you start to claim that I use AI is where I draw the line. That is unacceptable. Unacceptable! He gets heated like overheating and has a hydrate redeem to cool himself down. If you don't stop accusing me of using AI and being an AI, I will permanently ban all of you from my streams and my YouTube channel forever. Whoa. Sorry. Shaden just he just came out. Simius. Ah! Thank you for the hydrate, Mythica. I'm gonna drink tea that I brewed for my human taste buds. Ah. Earl Grey. Hot. Can I be honest? That's also why I posted the speed paint to threads. I've never been accused of using AI, which is good. Or maybe it means that my art is trash. And people don't even think it's good enough to be called slop. I don't know. But I'm trying to get ahead of the curve. You know what what I really wanted to happen was I wanted, back in the early days of generative AI, I wanted somebody to be like, your art looks like AI. And then I can show them a drawing of me drawing a hand with 5 fingers. Because that was the bit, because AI always has like 8 fingers on one hand or something. And still does sometimes. But they've gotten a lot better, so you can't really show that and then have that be proof anymore. But imagine the slam dunk that would have been if somebody's like, oh, you use AI, and then just like showing them a video of a hand with 5 fingers, an illustrated hand with 5 fingers, would have gone crazy. But I'm now thinking people probably aren't going to just straight up accuse me of AI, but there might be people who come to the page and they might be like, oh, I wonder if this guy uses AI. I feel uneasy about this. I'm going to leave. Which is why I make it very clear and post speed paints that I'm like, I don't do that. And also speed paints do better than just still images. So that too. What kind of tea? Earl Grey. It is Twining's brand Earl Grey, the big Costco pack. Because that's the goat. 4 minutes, no more, no less. A bunch of sugar and a little bit of milk. Muy delicioso. You use spit to brew your tea? Huh? When, wait, did I say that? Oh yeah, he got his tea right. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, with both direction and magnitude. Nice, more of a honey and milk person. You know, I wish I was a honey and milk person because honey is better for your body than tea is. But when I put honey in my tea just tastes like watery honey. And I really don't like it, which is ironic because I like the taste of honey. Like piece of toast, honey on it, delicious, scrumptious even. But you put honey in tea, I'm like, ugh. It's probably because I've gotten used to the artificial taste of granulated white sugar.
Alanix
But
says
that's
Aiden.
something
In
I'll
3
have to deal
years
with.
10 a.m.,
Uh
9
huh.
miles southwest of South City, 2 androids are going to appear and wipe out the Z fighters, leaving only 2 of the fighters alive. They are very strong and they will basically conquer the planet. Please train.
It's fine, I don't need to worry about that. It doesn't matter how weak I am, future Trunks is gonna come back and kill them anyway. And then a small bald man will frick one of them. Krillin is kind of living the life. Anybody else feel that way? I mean, yeah, you gotta die. But have you considered that dying is worth it if you get to sleep with a cyborg baddie? You said you brewed it with your human taste buds? Did I? I meant to say I brewed it so I can enjoy it with my human taste buds. Bee spit honey is honey bee spit? I thought it was like bee periods. You know how like eggs are like chicken periods? I thought that's what honey was. Aiden and Dragon Ball Z. Human cyborg have the right junk for that though. Yeah, you could probably like customize it. You could like get upgrades. Upgrades, people, upgrades. How flattering, but please, I'm my own queen bee. You can't just spread me around. Fair, and you know, I probably wouldn't want to. I know what happens to the male worker drones when they try. And it's not good. Say bye-bye to your bee phallus. I don't think any of that is correct. The spitting or the period thing. The chicken period is correct, though. That's right. Because people are like, it's an unborn baby. No, it's not an unborn baby. It's more like a period. You're like a million times better than zero. Million times a million is still... Oh, fuck. No. Shut up. Take two. Heh. 0 times a million is still 0, idiot. Explosions in the background. Yeah! Got him! Second tries the charm. I can see the logic. It just sounds wrong for some reason, but it could be right. I'm pretty sure the comparison... Aiden, where the fuck did you even read that? It's science! Probably in some science journal that you guys clearly don't read. If it was an unborn baby, then there would be a chick inside of the egg. Or an embryo or something. But the egg that we eat, with the yolk and everything, can never turn into a live chicken. They're different. When the uterine lining is shed during a period, it comes out, but it's not a baby. Ow, that was a lot. So that's the chicken doing it. And because it's not a baby, the closest thing that you can relate it to is a period. It's chicken period is what eggs are. And it's delicious. I had a bunch this morning. Periods. I have a sneaking suspicion that Minri knows Mandarin but doesn't want to admit it. I know Mandarin. It's an orange. Why are we talking about periods? I don't think we should relate birds to mammals. Look, it's not me. It's not me saying it. It's the scientists, okay? That's what I keep saying, but no, nobody wants to hear my takes on chicken reproduction. Actually, I would love to hear it. Please enlighten me. Please tell me more about chicken reproduction. I'm here for it. Biologically, an egg is an ovulated ovum. Yours is funny, though. Thank you. Thank you. Is period a punctuation point? Yes, it is. Very good. Quickly, what's an exclamation mark? It's what happens when your friend Mark is being stupid. You say, Mark! And you exclaimed it, so that's an exclamation mark. Just you wait till you hear about exclamation Johns, exclamation Peters. Huh. I don't know why I started listing disciples. I'm very Bible coded today. Unsubbing after that joke. Come on, Mythica. That's what you're here for. That's what it's all about. Don't pretend like you don't like it. I know you like it. When aren't you Bible coded? when I'm committing sins. Hold up. You're like live action VeggieTales, but less smart. I'll still I'll still take that as a compliment. VeggieTales is very smart. There's a whole team of writers behind it. So like if I'm only slightly smarter than a big group of very smart people, then that's a huge W. Thank you. We have a new chatter. Yes, and be nice, okay? I don't want this to be like clicky. We need to welcome the new people. Not a vegetable too, sadly. I'm also not a vegetable. If I got to be one, I'd want to be the Scottish carrot. I can't tell you how proud I am at this moment. That is one backhanded compliment, but if you think about it, it's actually a big compliment. Hello there, my name is Alanix. Do you speak Italian? Great question. Imagine the shrimp gets forgotten and is sent out in the actual emote. Yeah, the absolute shrimp in the corner is part of it. Don't worry, I won't. I am an Italian, don't speak it though? Ah, SpongeBob reference. Ah, sorry, I don't speak Italian. Okay, sweetie, whatever you say. Tell me you don't have a retort without telling me you don't have a retort. Gotcha. It's okay, Alanix. I'm English and I don't speak English very well. I've never seen SpongeBob. Who the hell is SpongeBob? Oh, you want burns? You want retorts? No, I want you to tell me about chicken reproduction. I've been waiting. SpongeBob. That's him when he's an orb. Have you guys seen Elvis Orb? Hey, I'm stuck in an orb. I don't have a good Elvis impression, okay? But it's funny. Borb. SpongeBob's orb. SpongeBob orb sponge. SpongeBob orb sponge. SpongeBob orb sponge. Hold up, wait a minute. He's reached his limit? I'm confused? What are you confused about? Why we still haven't heard about chicken reproduction? I know, I'm confused as well. I'm waiting. He's overheating? I don't overheat! Think, Mark, think! If I was an AI, wouldn't I be able to know things and be smart? What's a period? It's a punctuation indicating the end of a declarative statement. I'm a 28-year-old man that knows nothing about the female anatomy. Bro, why are you asking me? You think I know? I haven't even cracked my cherry, dude. My cherry is fully intact. I didn't take sex ed. I'm the last guy on the planet. False note, all periods ended in a declarative statement. I know, I just couldn't remember what the other one was called, okay? I'm not an English teacher. I don't know women and I don't know English. Stop trying to grill me on subjects that are not my expertise, okay? Before the women in chat flame me, Minri is not impressed. Get bombed, Alanix. Grilled Aiden. Yum. I don't think I would taste good.
HoneyXB says whack looking ass overalls, looking like someone out of ReZero, but
That's
a
a
real ass
compliment.
character looking ass, Hoyoverse loving ass, what you like about that?
That's
The
a
shoddy
compliment.
gameplay or the bad character design?
One of the most
Special
popular games
glasses
ever
having
made.
ass, looking like you'll pull out the actually any chance he can, virgin ass, femboy ass, white ass with a chain trying to act tough.
Okay, the only got me in that was saying that I look like I'll pull out the actually, because I definitely will. That's good. That's good. That's that kind of burn that I'm like, damn, that was specific. I like that one. Yes. Um that was a roast. It was an attempted roast. I would say it was like a 20% successful roast. I'm like golden brown. But I'm not cooked. I'm still raw. You can make fun of the overalls though. You look, if it was like if I like sat down and designed my own overalls, I'd be very insulted. But I said it earlier, my overalls are a mix of Titus from Final Fantasy X and Max from Dark Cloud 2. I didn't even design these. So you're making fun of somebody else's creation. Looking like someone out of ReZero, very popular anime. It's an incredible compliment. I appreciate it. But like a real ass character looking ass is even more kind. Hoyoverse loving. What do you like about that shoddy gameplay or bad character design? Uh Genshin Impact is like one of the most popular games ever made. $1 billion company. You can say whatever you want about the game, but the proof is in the pudding. It's incredibly successful. People love that game. You're comparing me to something that's like universally beloved. That's a compliment. Special glasses is just like most people. The actually is very good. And then also, I'm a proud virgin. I'm not actually a femboy, and I am white, and there's nothing wrong with that. Yes, Alanix, what is your serious question? How many different baby mamas slash daddies does someone have to have before you judge them? What is a baby daddy? What is a baby mama? Like, femboys are great though. With the venti emote, perfect. Perfect. Is a baby mama like someone that you had a child with who's not your significant other? Like you got them pregnant and then you bounced. Yes. Okay. If you like get married, settle down, purposely have a child together, is that still a baby mama? Does that count as one? It does count as one. So then two. Actually, you know what? Zero or one. Because you didn't say what kind of judging. You can judge someone who doesn't have a baby. It is someone who had your baby. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. You can judge people for whatever, regardless of how many baby mamas or baby dadas they have. I judge people all the time. Sometimes unfairly. It's something I'm working on. But you're asking the wrong guy. A baby daddy is someone who fathered the baby. Okay, okay. A realistic answer, relationships are complicated. Everybody has different responsibilities. They're at different places in life. Life is nuanced. You can't just make general black and white statements about everybody's life. Joke answer, any number. Because you can judge people for whatever. Also, I'm waiting until marriage. Again, you're asking the wrong guy. Unless you're trying to get like a very innocent vanilla opinion. In which case, you have mine. I judge everyone. Y'all been judged. I mean, it's human nature to just like we judge because that's how we survived in the past, you know? You judge someone being like, is this guy gonna kill me? Because I have berries and he doesn't, because I've been gathering while you were up at the club, I was out making moves, picking berries. I've been hunting and gathering. And then you're like, is this guy from this other tribe gonna strangle me for my berries? Disgusting. But you are not your snap judgments. You guys ever like think something that's really messed up and then you have to stop yourself and back up and go, "What the hell? I did not raise you this way." That snap judgment that you have is not you. That's what everybody has. The you comes in, the voice that goes, "What the hell? I didn't raise you this way." That's you. That's the you coming in. That's your consciousness kicking in after instinct judges people. I start judging anyone with children past 4. What? So you think it's okay for people to have children when they're 3? Crazy take? Anyone past 4? That means if you're like 28, you can't have kids? Wild. Minri was gonna ban me the other day, by the way. Indeed. Well, then maybe stop acting up, Alanix. It's all fun and games until it's not. If somebody's. Look, I make jokes a lot that's like, haha, you're banned. If you actually overstep, you might get banned. I'm telling you this as like helpful advice. If you're in someone's chat and they're like, Alex, can you please stop? You should stop. Because you might actually get banned. Judging doesn't have to be bad though, just judgment. Such as I judged Aiden and decided to stay. It is true. Judging is sort of it's sort of like the word consequences. There is no inherent negativity to it, but a lot of inherent negativity is ascribed. Like, you can have good consequences to an action, but when most people hear it, they're like, oh, consequences is bad. Same with judging. They're like, don't judge people. And it's like, well, actually, judging people is fine. Like, when you go on a date with somebody, you're judging them to be like, is this someone who is going to be my partner? I judge Aiden, he definitely guilty. Yeah, guilty of being too handsome. I already have a life sentence, remember? So if I say I have 7 siblings, would you judge my parents? No. That's fine. Nothing wrong with having lots of kids. If you get yourself a stable job, if you're like an accountant or something, you get yourself a stable job, you have a bunch of kids to raise, I think that's very noble. Like, either you are rich enough to care for more than the standard nuclear family, which is already unattainable now with everyone's economic situation, or you're actively putting more children into a house that can't afford more children, obviously not permitting outside factors. That's not always true. Like, it's not impossible to make enough money to sustain more than 4 kids. It's gonna be hard for, a Gen Z to do that. But, like, I have friends who went into the trades and became plumbers. That, like, they're not gonna be rich. They work hard. It's a blue-collar job. But if you work as a plumber and, your spouse is a teacher or something, you can make enough money to have a house, and if you save the money, you can have more than 4 kids. There's nothing wrong with that. I judge them. Judgment. Ads. That'll happen. That's a consequence of the judgment is you get ads. Maybe you ought to stop judging and you'll stop getting ads. I'm just kidding. You have to subscribe. That's how the economy of Twitch works. It's so quiet now. I can like grind. I mean work. That kind of, I'm on the grind, not that I'm grinding, although I am grinding, but like not the grinder grinding, like work grinding. I only judge people via the oratrice mécanique d'analyse cardinale. Oratrice mécanique d'analyse cardinale. Have you guys heard the remix? Oratrice mécanique d'analyse cardinale. Oh, Nervalette, you're so silly. And also one of my favorite characters. I did very good. I was in ads. Oh, yeah, what was I saying? Nervalette's some hot stuff. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That dude is so fancy. If I was attracted to men, I think Nervalette and Risley would be my two faves. Those they would have to fight over my attention. Um, I think I was like sometimes that's true, but I've got friends who like went to trade school right out of high school and became plumbers, and you make decent money as a blue collar worker, and they're like girlfriend or wife also has a good job. You can make enough money to buy a house and take care of 4 kids with that. It's not crazy. Good picks. Thank you. Thank you very much. I would maybe go with Venti as well, but then I'm gonna get called a femboy even more. Not including that Venti cosplayer I had a crush on one time, but that's different. Definitely crazy enough with these housing prices. Yeah, I mean, it is very bad. But, like, lots of people go to engineering school, become engineers. Engineers make very good money. You can, I mean, starting out, you don't make much, but if you've been an engineer for like 30 years, started when you were out of high school, and you kept doing it, you can afford a nice house and you can support a lot more than 4 children. Is it Ilua? How do you pronounce that name? I'm confused. When did Zimius get into chat? Zimius has been here since like the beginning of the stream. You're actually kind of close. Iluya. Ilua? Instead of Ilua, is it Ilua? I don't remember them. Alex doesn't remember you. He, her, them? I don't know. Just say them. Until otherwise specified. That's what I do. Because I'm cool and based and awesome. LOL. I don't know how to pronounce it. Is it a silent G? Zimius. I'm Aiden's #1 hater. This is true. Alanix is an OG, an original gangsta who has been here since very early in the streams and also makes fun of me constantly. You have stopped doing the fitnessgram pacer tests thing. Alanix pronouns are he, him. No way, mine too. But not him. Because I'll never be him. I'm just going to make that joke every single time. It's low-hanging fruit. It's easy. Is low-hanging fruit really such a bad thing? I've never, picked fruit from a tree, but is the fruit at the top of the tree really that much better? I don't know. You do one of those YouTube taste tests where it's like McDonald's versus Wendy's, except it's low-hanging fruit versus high-hanging fruit. That's such a funny... Can you imagine scrolling through your YouTube homepage and it's like low-hanging fruit versus high-hanging fruit competition? He's laughing to himself. I make myself laugh. What can I say? I think I'm a funny guy. He's going insane. No. Shane Top laughs at his own jokes. And people think that guy's really funny and normal. There's more fruit that hasn't been touched by random people, so it's cleaner and had more sun exposure. The sun thing I get. I'm like, it's closer to the top. It's got more nutrients. Like, maybe it's a little bigger, plumper, riper, juicier because it's had more sun waves. But who is walking by a tree, molesting an apple,
Alanix says le
and
test
then
fitness gram
leaving.
pacer et un test de capacité aérobie plusieurs paliers qui
Whoa!
deviennent progressivement
He's
plus difficile à
French!
mesure qu'il se poursuit.
I don't understand what any of that means, except I get the fitness gram pacer test part. I don't know. How many people are like walking around getting their hands all up in an apple and then leaving? Being like, look at this low hanging fruit. Let me lick it and then walk away. Oh shit, I calculated some macros and I'm eating so much fiber. Yay! Good for you, honeybee! I need to have more fiber and more protein. That's why I ate chicken periods this morning. I'm trying to get up on my protein. Well, you see, the fruit doesn't do photosynthesis. No, however, the sun helps apples get their red color. Ah, so they're redder at the top. Isn't redder apples simply mean they get more nutrients? From being in the sun is where they got more nutrients from. Maybe. Could be. I just think, I don't know. I understand the actual metaphor is like low hanging fruit's not the good stuff. Don't take the cheap option, the easy way out. If you work hard, you can get a better result than if you just are like cheap and easy. And like that, I definitely agree with. My argument is just with the analogy. How bad is low hanging fruit actually? Imagine you're in like an orchard and you're going around getting peaches from the peach trees. Are you gonna, if you're trying to fill up a bucket, are you gonna climb to the top of every tree and grab the peaches there? Or are you just gonna take the ones at the bottom that are closest to you? Because I think any reasonable human being would go for the low hanging peaches, and you'd probably still get a handful of delicious peaches. If I see a guy with a ladder at the peach orchard, climbing the trees, grabbing every peach from the top, I'm going, this guy is extra. This guy's being crazy. Who does he think he is? So it's more on the soil stuff. Is it the soil that depends on the nutrients? Interesting. I watched a video in science class about where like trees get their mass. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Where do so you've got like a tiny little sapling, right? And it grows into a giant big wide tree. Where does the mass of the tree come from? What is contributing to the mass of the tree? Because people had theories and the actual answer surprised me. You guys might be smarter than me and know this already, but I want to see guesses. Where does the tree come from? Because matter cannot be created or destroyed. That was Newton. So if you get a big tree out of nothing, where does the mass of the tree come from? Mythica popping into Twitch chat. I'm actually looking into doing muscle building a little. Hell yeah! That's awesome to hear. A little bit of weightlifting. People licked ice cream and put it back in the store a few years ago. Yeah, okay, but you're American. No, I'm just kidding. That's crazy. That is insane. Why do people do that? That's horrible. I've seen pictures where there's a green patch where a leaf had shielded the apple from the sun. Whoa, cool. That would help with the old A1C. I don't actually know what A1C is. Is that like a cholesterol or something? I do be shitting. Only if the lower fruit is free, but the lower hanging fruit is easier to grab, so it's taking the easy way out and it's going to be gone sooner. That's true. I'm just simply trying to make the argument that maybe it's not the best analogy because, sane human beings just they just pick the low fruit anyway. The mass has to do with years passing, right? Well, it's just like year 1 of a tree's life, it's a tiny sapling. Year 200 of a redwood, it's like 200 feet tall. How did the sapling become that big? Where did the mass come from? Where did the size of the tree come from? Because matter can't be created or destroyed, so how did it get bigger? A1C is blood sugar boo boo? Okay, thank you. Building muscle is a really good way to regulate that, especially when you get older so you don't get type 2. Building muscle is also really good for like overall maintenance because whatever the threshold of calories that you need in a day is goes up because the maintenance that your body takes uses more calories if you have muscles. Like if you have larger muscles, your body maintenance takes more calories, so you naturally burn more calories in a day. So it's counterintuitive because lots of people who are trying to slim down for their beach bod are like, I don't want to build muscle. That's going to make me look bigger. I need to do cardio to lose the weight. And it's like, actually, diet is most important. And then lifting weights and building muscle means that your maintenance is higher, which means instead of, like, for me, I need about 2,000 calories in a day. If I were really bulky and muscular, that could go up to like 2,300 calories in a day. And then I'm burning off 300 extra calories every day. So if my diet stays the same, but my muscles are getting bigger, then it means that I'm actually burning more calories overall. We've got no takers on where the mass of a tree comes from. I can just tell y'all. Building muscle would also help with burning more fat, actually. That is true. Like, going on runs and stuff is not actually very good for losing weight. For burning fat. A good diet and walking. I think incline walking is, like, the newest trend. I don't know if it's, there's always a new trend and it's hard to know if it's actually scientifically backed up or if it's just the newest thing. But it kind of makes sense to me that, like, if you eat well and you go on enough walks, that's like what humans always did. So return to monkey is what I'm saying. Anyway, on a completely different note, the mass of a tree comes from the CO2 in the air. It's carbon. Most of the mass of a tree is made up of mostly carbon. People were like, maybe it's the sunlight, maybe it's the water, maybe it's the soil that it absorbs to build the tree. No, it's the carbon in the air. The tree absorbs it. And the tree is grown and formed with the carbon in the air. It's very cool. Science fact. I'm just exhausted a lot and I've tried so many different restrictions, so I never stuck with something. So now I'm looking at a kind of diet that I could take with me on vacation and I won't feel like death doing workouts. That's awesome. Yeah, you got to figure out what works for you because what works for you isn't going to work for somebody else and vice versa. Like, I enjoy going on runs so that I can turn my brain off. It's good for my mental health and I get outside and I get like fresh air and sunshine and it's very good for you for like your heart to be beating, right? Like getting your heart rate up is really good for your cardiovascular health. It's just if your main goal is losing weight, you might be disappointed, and I'm using the royal you. If your main goal is to lose weight and you just start going on a lot of runs, you can be very consistent with the runs and you might not see a lot of change and you could be very disappointed and feel like you're doing something wrong. And it's not that you're doing something wrong. It's that running is good for a lot of things, but there are better exercises to do for weight loss. But if that's what you enjoy doing, then that's the perfect exercise for you. So like I like doing some kinds of weightlifting. I prefer like bench press and curls. I like working on my chest and my biceps. Disgusting. More than I like working on my back and my triceps. Or my shoulders. Or my legs. Heaven forbid legs. Is this my favorite? Regular guy. Hi, Chip. Welcome in. So good to see you. That's why I phrase my resolution as like getting healthier. Oh, heck yeah. Is this like a... Well, I guess it doesn't have to be a New Year's resolution. It could just be a resolution. That's awesome. That's great. Aiden, why are you untwinkifying yourself? I'm doing it to spite Twitch chat. Aw, thank you, Chip. I appreciate you so much. How are you? I'm not untwinkifying myself. I'm trying to stay healthy. Whoa! Jingle, jingle, artsy ray, jingle, jingle. Welcome in, Raiders. My name is Aiden Sketches. I am a regular guy VTuber, and today we're working on some emote commissions. Thank you so much for the raid. What did you get up to? We'd love to express love, have a head pat. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'll answer after the raid. That's nice of you, Chip. Yeah, what did you get up to? We got a shout out for you. You were doing art? You were arting? That's good. Do you have art tags that you want to submit for me to show to the fine people? If you need to take care of any after stream care, if you need to go to bed or get a snack or drink some water or anything like that, that's absolutely fine. I appreciate you rating and sharing your community. I was drawing and I didn't finish it, but I can show. Yes, yes. Show us the art. And for those of you who are new, we're drawing some commissions and talking about exercising. Here's the first one. Menu, do you want the freckles on these ones? I can add the freckles as well. I love your model. Aw, thank you so much. I drew and rigged it myself. I drew it in Clip Studio. It's my first ever and only ever model I've made. I haven't made another one since, although I'm very tempted. But I know that once I get into the process, I'm going to hate myself for starting a new one. Very lovely. Oh, thank you. I did it in Clip Studio, and then when I finished everything, I got it into Live 2D, and then frantically over the period of the 42-day free trial, finished rigging it. I don't know if they're going to be seen, but freckles would be good. Perfect. Right away, sir. I'll get those added. Expect a giant link in chat. Aw, Shay! Welcome in! How have you been? Oh no! The bits! Ow, that hurt my eye! Shay, thank you so much for the 100 bits. I appreciate you. That's very generous. How have you been, Shay? Dang phone. These kids these days always on that dang phone. To answer you now, well, I'm okay, I think. Woke up to a weird dreaming, if that makes sense. I've been in a weird in-between stage. My mental health dropped for no reason on the weekend. Oh, I'm sorry to hear about that, Chip. Sometimes, this is just me, sometimes I think fluctuation is just a part of life. Sometimes I wake up and I kind of feel crappy and there's not really an explanation for it. I'm just in a funk. And you just kind of need to take some time to get out of it. Breathing is a bit bad, but doing pretty good. So you're feeling better then, Shay? I hope you are. It's fine. I said it's in between. That is absolutely fair. Big hugs. Yeah, of course. Damn, kids these days always on Twitch. And with their tweeter. I don't understand it. Back in my day, we used to drink water out of the garden hose. Yeah, kids these days with their filtered water, eat more dirt for your immune system. I went a little RFK Jr. there for a second. Kids these days need to eat more dirt for their immune system. Also, I wonder if I can art tax Aiden with my 2.0 update that I got. Raid me and then you'll do it. Not me guilt tripping Chip for a raid. I'm just joking. More or less, my oxygen refuses to be up higher than 92, which is kind of low. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Shay. I hope you feel better very soon. Gotta finish it soon, but I struggled with this for so long. I love it. This is so good. Also, the little text that you added is excellent. Okay, hang on. Let me throw it on here. Maybe this canvas is too small? Oh no, it's actually pretty good. Let me, hang on. Let me hide this so that it's not distracting. And then we'll do a big zoom in. I literally have a well. Well, I wasn't talking to you. Well, I wasn't talking. Get it? Well, I would if the time zone would allow it, idiot. Baka. I love this artsy. It's great. Very. Is it rude to say it's giving Ferris Bueller's Day Off? It's just the car. It's just the model of the car. No, I love this. It's great to have it in perspective. The angled shot from the top for the front of the vehicle is really cool. I love the character. Your characters are always so pretty. I love the designs of them. And yes, too lazy to draw head. LOL is so good. Now, did you write that while you were streaming, or did you panic when I asked for art tax and quickly wrote that in as a little disclaimer? Because if you did, that's very funny. This is gonna end up looking so good. Like, I can imagine the sunlight glinting off of the windshield. Panicked. Called it. Called it. I knew it. And hey, look, this is the character that I drew for Art Fight. I've attacked this character before. Get attacked, fool? What are you gonna do for the background? Is this gonna be like a Sunset Boulevard kind of thing? Very pretty. I dig this jacket too. This is sort of like what I did when I made the little like watermelon version of myself. I wanted to give myself a cool jacket like this. So I'm biased, but it's very sick. Yeah, I love it. Great job. Regardless, I'm going to definitely send you the update. Okay. I can't wait to see it. I'm thinking sunset with like buildings and neons maybe. Ooh, neon fits very well. It is giving 80s. So if you did throw some neons in there, it makes a lot of sense. Welcome back, stars. We knew you'd be back. Catty Wampus on Twitch. Thanks for the follow. What an excellent name. That's simply Catty Wampus. She's a great artist, just like you, truly. And thank you, Social. I appreciate it. Wait. I did send it to you already. Oh, I thought this was an update to the update. Thank you, I came up with it myself. Well, I would say your name is quite Catty Wampus, to be honest. I don't say that in a bad way. I mean, that's literally what your name is. I am embarrassed. Don't be embarrassed, Chip. I've done that before in like a much more major way. I've done it before in a much more major way. I think it like with my coworkers, I like sent them my schedule twice or something, and they're like, "Damn, Aiden really wants us to see his schedule," and I'm like, "I didn't mean to send it twice." And then they called me schedule boy, and then they took me out back and they kicked me in the nuts. Okay, I maybe made up that last part. Hey, nice art. Oh, thank you. I appreciate you. That's very kind. I'm taking a bath finally for my hip. Baths are underrated, okay? I know that people hate on baths because they're like, ew, you're sitting in your own dirt water. Disgusting. I'm like, put soap in it then. The way that soap works is that when there's dirt, the soap binds with the dirt and it makes it not dirty anymore. So as long as there's still soap, as long as there's still soap bubbles in your bath, it's clean. Baths are underrated. Thank you. I'll be back in a second though because I need food. I only had cereal today. Yeah, absolutely, Artsy. Take care of yourself. Go get some snacks. I'm just so excited about it that I need to keep talking about it. Well, naturally, models are very exciting. Continue speaking. I'm gonna lurky now. Much love. Thank you, Catty Wampus. And you need a nap? Well, I showered last night. Eat woman. Oh, eat woman. Oh, I thought you were advocating for cannibalism. Eat woman. No, you're saying eat, comma, woman. This is the classic, let's eat grandma. No. Let's eat, comma, grandma. You did the thing. You did the meme. Silly Catty Wampus. I showered last night. Yes, I'm a shower guy. That's my go-to. However, baths every once in a while, go crazy. I think if you had a bath like every night, you would start getting used to it and it wouldn't be worth it. You know, it wouldn't feel as good. But if you only bath as like a little treat to yourself every once in a while, oh my gosh, it feels so good. Huh? I zoned out and heard that. How do you think I felt reading it in chat? I was like, eating women? What are we talking about? Hashtag Yuri. I eat women. I took that differently. Okay, all right. Okay, guys, I'm a virgin. For anybody who's new in the raid, very important piece of lore. Also, the art is looking wonderful as always. Oh, thank you, Artsy. I appreciate that. That's very kind of you. Thank you. I only bath when I need bath, and I've needed back for the past 2 weeks. When I'm especially like tense, when I'm tight and I need to relax, and it's like before bed, you run a nice hot bath. It should be hot enough that you dip your toe in and you're like, ow. But then you force yourself to keep your feet in the water, and after a couple seconds, you're like, okay, nope, never mind. This feels really good. Does anybody else? That's my system. You dip a toe in first. You go, is this gonna boil me alive? No. Let's advance to step 2. Feet. You put both of your feet in there. If your feet are good, then you take the plunge. And I tell you, when the nether regions touch the lava water, it's a little challenging. It's a bit of a high risk, high reward situation. You're like, ooh, 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 ow, ow. And then your skin adjusts, your body adjusts, and then you just melt into it. And then you're like, oh, I'm so relaxed right now. I could fall asleep. But don't fall asleep, you will drown. When I was a kid, I would take a bath and ended up showering after to rinse it off, so now I just shower. That's so funny. I understand how people don't want to, like if you're like covered in mud, don't bath. Cuz then there will be mud in the bath. It might be sanitized mud, but it's still mud. It might get back on your skin, so you want to shower that off. If you're just like a little sweaty, take a bath and enjoy it. It would be nice. It's a nice little treat. And then in the shower, you're standing, which is like so much work. You're basically standing in the shower is the hygiene equivalent of doing homework. But when you get to sit in the bath and it's like nice and hot, there isn't like an inch of you that gets missed, and your entire body is not only clean, which makes you feel good, but relaxed. You get, maybe you guys just aren't doing baths right. You get some flower petals, you get a bath bomb, you get a candle, you get a book with one of those little reachy, like grabby arms. You know what I'm talking about? That like elderly folks use. It's got like a thing that you pull and then the claw closes. You use that to turn the pages of the book, and then you have binoculars so that you can see the book from across the room. That's how you take a bath. If you're not doing that, you're doing baths wrong. I won't lie, I read this and I was like, wait, he said eat woman. Why? What? You and me both. What am I listening to? Average Aiden Sketches stream. No, I just go straight in and deal. Crazy. Thanks for the alert, Cattywampus. I don't know, it was just how I was taught to do it when I was really little, I guess. Interesting. Maybe you ought to try. Maybe, what if you, Sarah, consider, have you tried flipping it? You shower first. That's the work that you're getting done. You scrub like lightly, you get yourself clean enough, then you run the bath. You're already clean when you get in the bath, so you don't have to worry about the bath being dirty. And then you just get to enjoy. I don't bath. I am too long. Shit, I have to go. That's fine, Chip. You can always, watch the last 20, half an hour, minutes of the VOD to learn how to bathe correctly. In the shower, I sit. Water forces my back to relax, so it's nice. I guess I could see that. It's just sometimes when you sit in the shower, it like gets in your eyes and in your mouth. And then I'm like, oh, this is so relaxing. Bye, Chip. Have a good day. Okay, I gotta go. Not the Wi-Fi in the bathroom is not it, and it's cutting in and out. That is very fair. That is fine, Stars. I appreciate you popping back in. And hey, maybe you'll pop back in again. You never know. I also do the dramatic scene in the shower. I do two things in the shower. First of, well, I guess three if you consider like shower, like cleaning yourself and stuff. I read the backs of the like shampoo bottles because that was a tip. I'm giving you guys a crazy hot tip here, straight from the source. So put your listening ears on. My sister went to performing arts school and she did workshops with professional voice actors and professional voice acting coaches. And the words from their mouth were like, if you want to practice being a voice actor, read everything out loud all of the time. And their hot tip was read in the shower. You've got time to kill. They were like, while you're waiting for the shampoo to soak in or whatever, you grab the bottle and you read it like an advertisement. And you're like, L'Oreal Essences, Dove, Head and Shoulders. And then you read the whole thing like you're doing it on an advertisement. If you do that every time you're in the shower, and ideally you're showering every day or every other day, you get a lot of good voice acting practice while your vocal cords are nice and relaxed because you're in the shower and it's nice and steamy. That's a hot tip straight from a professional voice actor, straight from the source. And it also forces you to shower. You can't be stinky and be a good voice actor. It's what the professionals are saying. I have a rain head and water falls straight down. Oh, lucky. Crazy hot tip came from the source. Are you trying to make this dirty, Mythica? Are you trying to make this dirty? No joke, voice acting is rough. I've heard. The only quote unquote voice acting I've gotten to do is for other content creators, and I get to be in their videos, and it's my favorite thing ever. I love voice acting. It's so fun. But I have researched it, and it is a very cutthroat, brutal, competitive scene. And honestly, I'm not against like throwing my hat in the ring. But they're like, you have to commit everything that you have to it. You have to put everything else on your life on standby. And I'm like, well, I'd like to be a content creator. And content creators sometimes get to do voice acting on the side. And I'm like, that sounds perfect. Speaking of VAs, you know the amazing, sorry, I'll never be a voice actor. Speaking of VAs, y'all know the amazing Digital Circus. My friend is Pomni's VA's sister. That's really cool, actually. So are you ever at your friend's house and you just like hang out with Pomni? That's awesome. That is really cool. What a small world. I have some like really cool content creator friends. And it's wild being like one person removal from Iron Mouse. I don't know, it's crazy to think about. And I have content creator friends who like know Jaden Animations. And Jaden Animations knows PewDiePie. I'm like 2 people away from PewDiePie. Isn't that crazy? I mean, it's not like I could hit them up on the line and be like, patch me into Jaden, and then Jaden patch me into PewDiePie. Like, that's not how it works. But if we're speaking only in technicalities and not being realistic, I'm only 2 people removed from Felix Kjellberg. I just worked for Webtoons and Gobelin Studios? Gobelin Studios? I've never heard of that. And some YouTube stuff for very little. That's really cool. That must have been a super cool experience. Like, I would love to work at one of those places. That sounds awesome. Were you doing voice acting work? All right, I'm a bounce. I'm gonna take a shower since I am filthy. Or a bath. Maybe maybe a bath, Mythica. Just an option. You could shower first, get yourself clean, and then treat yourself to a nice bath. It's free, except for the water bill. It's not free. But you can but you don't have to pay money for it right now, and it's enjoyment. Just like paying for an escape room with your credit card. Aiden, fix your posture. My posture is good. I'm sitting cross-legged right now. I'm not hunched over by any means. I take a bath if you're in it. I mean, what? Bye. Yeah, you scamper away. You run away. You know what you've done. All right, bye, Mythica. Have a good day. Enjoy your shower bath. He's probably just gonna shower. Nobody ever listens to me. It was odd, but fun. Originally, I was an agent at Webtoons, but then I made friends with some of the other workers, artists, and got to meet people asking for new voices, and I had a little experience, and they were like, heck yeah, free help. But yes, I did voices. That's so cool. I mean, that's the way you have to do it, right? Like, so much of these big industries is not what you know, but who you know. It's all about networking. It's really cool that you just like got to be a part of that and meet people. Like, even if I didn't work there permanently, it would be really cool to get to like go into the studio and see how it's done and maybe even help out a little. So I think that's a very valuable experience. And crazy for the resume. Will you settle for me? Of course. Aiden, why so? Why not? Meeting people's how it works? So true. Unfortunately for me, I live in the butt crack of Canada in Saskatchewan, and there's not exactly industry connections here. But it's fine. Chip! Chip, did you come back just to make me do squats? Misclick, shit! Anyway, go to work now. What were you trying to click on? I have to do squats now. It doesn't matter if it was a misclick. This is a requirement. Anyway, have a good day at work, Chip. Oh, you were trying to throw something at me. That would have been much nicer than making me do squats. Oh well, I'm gonna have some thunder thighs and thick glutes, and you can't stop me. Ugh. Dana. Isn't that anime? Canada Dan? James's worst nightmare? Ooh, okay, actually getting out of the chair for the stretch does hit differently. Off to work to do my own thigh training? We'll have to compare thighs at the end of the year, Chip. I'm just kidding, you would destroy me, I'm sure. 1. I am mostly skin and bones. 2. I'm trying to work on that. 3. By, doing the exercises. I am a woman. I have better thighs by default. That's what I'm saying. That's why I would get creamed. Ugh. Social Club, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. I have to get some stuff ready, but I'll drop you a follow. Yeah, I appreciate that very much. Good luck with getting your stuff ready. Ugh. I shall try to catch you more. Heck yeah, you're very welcome. Can't wait to see you next time. Why Aiden so Lady Nadaka? What the heck? Try English next time. I might be able to respond. What is Nadaka? Is that an anagram of Canada? It could be. I'm very eepy, so I'm gonna head out. Have a good rest of the stream. Of course, thanks for hanging around, Minri. I appreciate you. We're still working away at your emotes slowly but surely. I hope you have a great rest, good sleep, and I'll see you. What day is it? It's Sunday. I'll see you on Tuesday. Oh! Ah! What the heck? Was that Minri leaving? Bye, Minri. James Non's having a strunk. Call a bondulance. A great meme. The first time I read that, I laughed out loud really hard. I was probably like 14. One of those memes that caught me off guard and really made me chuckle. Like the first time I heard the 20th Century Fox flute thing, or like the recorder cover. You know the one I'm talking about. The first time I ever heard that, that was the first like bad recorder cover of anything that I'd heard. I died laughing. Like I was like struggling to breathe. One of those moments where your stomach and your throat just hurt from cackling. I thought it was so funny. And to be honest, I still do. That is still my humor. Badly made covers of famous songs. And I put them in my YouTube videos a little more often than I should, probably. Tea. Le thé. And also, I have never seen a James Bond movie. Are they good? Question mark? I think the like from what I understand, the really old ones were good. People liked the like original James Bond stuff. And then it kind of sucked for a while. And then my goat Daniel Craig showed up as James Bond. And people were kind of unsure about him and like, this guy? I don't know. Is he really going to save the franchise? And then they did Casino Royale. And apparently that was such a banger, it like saved the entire franchise. And then they made Skyfall, which I think was also good. I don't know for sure. But do you need to watch the other James Bonds? I don't think you do, right? Like if I just sat down and watched Casino Royale. How about the classic GBA game James Pond? James Pond? Can I use it? Or is only James allowed to use that pond? Wait, what is Oh, Game Boy Advance. Is that really a game? Are you a British MI6 super secret spy who's trying to catch a fish? Or is it more of a Animal Crossing style game where you make your own koi pond? Interesting branding choice. Would you like to add a fish or a gun? Those are your options. It's both fishing and international super spy themed. If that's really a game, I need to look that up because that is hilarious. You know what would be even funnier? It has nothing to do with James Bond. It's not spy themed at all. It was just parallel thinking, and there's just some kid named James who has a pond. Also iconic. It's a win-win, truly. You can't go wrong with James Pond. James Pond's having a blonk. It is a real game? That's awesome. You love to hear it. What could this... Actually, what could it possibly be? Surely it's a parody of James Bond, right? It's not actually a fishing game? Yo, Onyx, welcome in. I love that emote. It's a kitty cat. Now that is the emote goat right there. That's why it's the goat. I may just have to look up James Pond. I'll do that immediately once the shading is done. Hang on, let me grab the color from the other one. And finish this. There we go. Okay, what is this? James Pond Game Boy. James Pond Game Boy. Oh, that is exactly how I was hoping it would look. Oh, there's a Super James Pond. It's a series? There's more than one game? James Pond, codename Robocod. Super James Pond. That's so funny. This is a whole series. This reminds me of like Pajama Sam. Do we remember Pajama Sam, that era of old Flash games? I grew up with Pajama Sam. James Pond 2. Codename. Oh, Robo. It's the same. Did they only make two? 3. James Pond. Super James Pond. And James Pond RoboCod. That's. Oh, by the way, hang on. I feel like I should show this. It's a fish. It's not James Bond fishing. It's a James Bond fish named James Pond. That would be like being named John House. Because if fish live in a pond, then it would be where you live, right? James Cardboard Box. I don't know, Onyx, but I love it. Aiden then proceeded to spend all of the money he had saved up on James Pond, on a Game Boy Advance, and all of the James Pond games. Question: do we think they've gone up or down in value since, I don't know, when was this out, like 99 or something? When did James Pond come out? 1991! On the Super NES and the Game Boy. That's amazing. Oh no, there's only two. Robocod and Super James Pond are the same. The same game. I think. I didn't think James Pond would have so much lore. It's very confusing. I kind of think it would have gone up in value. Don't we think that it's like a collectible? Like maybe there's only a couple more James Ponds in the world. And they're worth like $1 million each. Or was James Pond a commercial success and there's 1 million copies that were printed? Printed? Developed, I guess? I guess you're kind of printing it, right? Like if it's on a memory chip, you're imprinting the game onto the chip, then you're kind of printing it in a way. I don't actually understand how old games are made. I know more about modern video game creation than I do about like old, early days video game creation. I know that now you can download a software that will just give you a bunch of assets you can string together and make a game. But I don't know how they did it in the old days. I mean, I'm sure that they had the raw code, but how do you copy and paste the game onto a new copy? I don't actually know what that. I know that on the internet you just move the files over, but how do you do it when you've got a physical game? I guess lots of games were discs, right? That makes sense. That's the same thing. There is a third called Operation Starfish on Genesis. Wait, really? James Pond. Not James Pong. That's a vastly different game. Operation Starfish. Welcome back, Ree. How are you doing? James Pond 3. There is another one. Operation Starfish. I love this. It got a 94%. And, oh, look at that. Includes free fish secret agent pack? Worth €10? Fish worth 10. This better. That's good value. A free fish secret agent pack. What comes in a fish secret agent pack? A bunch of fish, but shush, you're not allowed to talk about them. I go back to school on Tuesday? Ah, I see. Well, best of luck. Doesn't the I think our Canadian and American education systems are very different. Because at least for... Whoops, that was on the wrong layer. Wrong layer, Kronk! Um, in Canada, summer ends at the end of August, and after the September long weekend is when you start school. Very different. So is American summer June, July, and then like a week of August? That's weird. Maybe it's nicer. Like maybe August is too hot for lots of places in the States. End of June to September. That's ours though, right? That's Canadian summers. I don't know about there, but we had summer break and we're starting like now. It's like June, July, and a week of August. That's US summer. That is weird. I guess you get more summer than we do. Cuz usually well, it depends. Sometimes you have like a week of finals. Sometimes you get off early. It kind of depends on the year. But when I was in high school, it would be June is full on school, and then the last week of June is like finals, exams and stuff. Then usually summer actually starts July, and then July and August are is your 2 months of summer vacation, and then when September hits, wake me up when September hits. No, after the first long weekend is when school goes back, which I really like. I always loved going back to school in autumn. I thought it was very pretty. It's already too hot, bro. I almost had a heat stroke like 2 days ago. Oh my gosh, that's scary. I'm very sorry. One thing I will say, I complain a lot about Canadian winters because it sucks. It's cold as balls for like 9 months of the year, which is ridiculous. But our summers are quite temperate. We're getting like a balmy, like 25, 30 degrees, which is what, like 80 Fahrenheit? We get a lot of bugs sometimes, but also living in Saskatchewan, at least we don't get horrible natural disasters. We're in this smack dab in the middle of a tectonic plate, so we don't get earthquakes. We're landlocked, so we don't get tsunamis. We don't get hurricanes. We don't really get storms. The only thing I've ever had to worry about was like a tornado, but I've never had a tornado hit any town close to me at all. It's like a humid oven in the summer. Yeah, I don't envy you. Although I was born in Florida. I am a Florida man. So I like the heat and I like the humidity. I would rather be too hot than too cold, but I realize that is not a popular opinion. In winter, it's like cold, but not 10 inches of snow cold. Yeah, and you also get accustomed to it. So like if you live in a hot place, it's probably not as well. You're more accustomed to that and less accustomed to the cold, and I'm more accustomed to the cold and less accustomed to the heat, so it changes a little bit. Anyway, um, I think I might raid out because we've hit the 3 hour mark, and my sister is going to be home, and I'm going to say hello, and we're going to visit, and it is going to be very fun. So in the meantime, I will send y'all over to Hive OBs. They are a friend of the channel. They're doing art right now. It looks like they are working on a VTuber model. So thank you all so much for hanging out, for sticking around. I appreciate every single one of you. I will be back for more arting on Tuesday. So many bees, just a full hive of them. But yeah, thanks so much for sticking around. I'll catch you guys in the next one. And don't forget that our raid message is Raiden. R-A-I-D. It's my name with an R in front of it. Thanks so much, Mythica, for the send off. All right. Thanks, everybody. I'll see you next time. Bye.